last time, in your travels through the Feywilds, upon realizing that getting home is more of a challenge than you thought it would be, you guys started to explore options as to where to go, what to do. Immediately nixing the ideas of perhaps interacting with the Winter or the Seelie court, or returning to the little inn that you had prior visited with the old woman and her cat.
Inn, he says.
Yes, visiting Mona once more. So with options limited, the next thought was, let's go to the Court of the Summer, where it's a little friendlier and perhaps they might help us. Setting out, did a fair amount of walking, discussing, little character growth. It rained flavored fruit tarts. We met a man named Kor, who is a self-proclaimed former Fey noble turned commoner who simply wishes to be a farmer. After offering some advice, some help, and a few trades with this man named Kor, he provided you with a little bit of a shortcut to help you make your way the rest of the way to the Summer Court. Laura asked her brothers, i.e. her dolls, for some assistance, and when her brothers figured out where she was, they sent her some assistance in the way of a bit of a welcoming party. Arriving at a beautiful grove, the grove itself became a dryad who introduced herself as Margrave, walked the party a little bit of the ways distance, explained a few things, left a few more questions for them, notified them that the Summer Court appears to be in mourning of one thing or another, without specification. And then we ended as you arrived at essentially the gates to the Court of Summer.
We also had to moonwalk across a bridge.
You did. You had to backward skip across the bridge. As you crest the hill and look out, at first, it's almost a little disappointing. At the base of this hill, there is a tall, thick, deep green hedge, dappled with mosaics of brightly colored flowers, wrapping around just a small open field, and this road that you've been walking on leads down to it, and as it passes through this hedge, the stones slowly become just a smattering of brightly colored stones leading on, and it leads to just a simple green earthen mound with a finely wrought wood door on the face of this mound, with a pair of large cutout figures made of hedge. But as you approach the edge of the grove, Margrave, who is leading you, states, unfortunately, I can go no further than here. As I stated, this is my domain, but from here, just if you take the path down, your entry should be right through the door. Simply knock and announce yourself.
Thank you, Margrave.
You're quite welcome. Should you need anything else, I will be here, of course.
It would have been much harder to find this place without you.
Yeah, it was great meeting you. We'll be seeing you later.
Well, I'll see you, I suppose. And if not, safe travels.
Bye.
Au revoir.
And with that, she slowly kind of... The breeze picks up as she just kind of dissolves back into these flower petals that scatter back along the field behind you.
Oh no, she's dead. Oh no!
No, man. I'm pretty sure that she was actually the land. Like,
Yeah.
the land that we're on.
I am pretty sure she is dead. Oh no.
No, she's.
No. The
she's-
only reason I didn't try to, do Zazel things is because I'm pretty sure we were standing on her. That wasn't her real body. That was just like a projection of her personality. Gray, am I right?
Yep.
Big tears coming out of Glam's eyes.
No,
They're like,
she.
Oh, God. All right, watch. And I'm going to take a step backwards back into the grove. Hey, you still there?
Another series of these purple flowers raises up and just simply becomes the shape of almost like a pillar-like hand that waves and then dissolves back into flowers once more.
See, she's fine. She's the land. As long as the land lives, she lives.
Yes. Zazel is actually right about that.
See, I'm not as dumb as y'all think I am, just because I'm pretty,
You're
Uh-huh.
pretty.
you're not that pretty.
Oh, you'll be using this face later. You know you will.
Gray's gonna approach the doors and open them.
I will follow.
For crimes, for sure.
Well,
For
approaching the door,
crimes.
and as you go to grab and pull, it remains very firmly sealed.
Didn't she not say to knock?
Oh, did you say knock first? I thought you said open and
I
announce
think she-
yourself.
I think she
Okay.
said to knock and announce ourselves.
You
Oh.
knock, I'll scream.
Okay.
We don't give names, right?
We can give names. I don't know how many times. I'm just gonna knock.
This is Flora! Oh, that's what I'm gonna yell.
Shh, kid, you're not supposed to say your name.
And
Do you want to build
company-
a snowman?
we got Gray and Zazel and,
Hey,
and
don't
Glam.
Shh.
You may call me Glam.
Please do
Hello.
a fake name. Come on.
This here is pseudonym, one fake name.
As
My name is. I'm Fabio now.
as this discourse, as you discuss, the doors slowly swing open, and it is quite dark on the inside.
Hello.
I have
I'm
dark
just gonna
vision. I have dark vision.
peek my head in.
I have devil's sight.
Okay.
Sorry,
well,
it's a meme. I just did it.
as you peek your head through, you can see through a bit of the glamour that's been placed here, and the doors open out into sort of just a wide field, just softly glowing, with a number of rocks and trees faintly glowing.
Well, this is very pretty.
This
So,
looks like the pits during rave nights.
The pits had rave nights.
Yeah, we'd have like one or two spellcasters cast fairy fire everywhere.
No, it's
Kind of what it
kind of
looks like.
it's
I
kind of
thought,
cool.
I thought they also did dancing lights.
Yep, they do dancing lights as well. Yeah.
And as the last of you step through the doors swing shut behind you. Mind you, Muffin, Rynn, and Og have stepped in with you, and as the doors swing shut, Rynn and Og sort of cower behind Muffin just a little bit. And at just the edge of this little clearing, from what appears to be some trees in the distance, a trio of figures step out, and the one in the center is all, maybe 6'5", 6'6", and wrapped in a series of leathers and what appears to be some almost plated armor, but the plates on the forearms, on the shins, on the legs, it's almost like sheets of gemstone.
It kind of also looks like some of the outfits they wear during raves.
Helmet covering
You sus.
covering their head, and there is a pair of figures that are almost as tall, unhelmeted, also armored well, and they are kind of like a pale red-skinned, sort of thick features, a little bit of like hair sort of crusting along the sides, and like slightly pointed ears, kind of tufted, sort of looking grim. And as you, the three of you, or the four of you, plus extras, step through, the one in the center gestures at the two on either side, and they pull a pair of heavy clubs off of their waists.
Oh,
As
no.
this third figure in the center also grabs a sizable club off of his waist and a shield from his back.
Well, looks like you're up, my friend. I'm gonna push Glam forward.
Ah. Oh, hello. Bonjour.
Anything.
Bonjour. How are you all doing? We were told to come here. You may call me Glam. This is my party of friends and lost boys, so to speak.
And looking you up and down, figure in the center, do any of you speak Sylvan?
I don't.
No,
I think you.
double
I
check.
think you said that Gray does as well.
I do, yeah. I speak
Nope.
Sylvan.
Yeah.
Nope.
I was gonna say
Ew.
that.
So, Gray, you hear this figure as it looks left and right to these other two, and it says, "The girl. Get the girl now." And with that, he charges directly at Gray, or Glam, because you are in the front.
Oh
and
shit!
with that, I'll have you guys roll initiative.
Oh,
No.
shit!
A battle? I wasn't prepared for a
I'm glad
battle.
we didn't bet because I would have lost. I sent Glam there to try to smooth things over because I was like, yeah, I'm not fighting. I'm not losing this bet.
9.
11.
Sebin.
Yeah.
So I rolled a 15 for my initiative because I have a +4. Why is that hobgoblin angry though? Hobgoblins are no longer angry; they're now happy.
All right. So he's going to charge up to there. That's the extent of his movement this turn. And he's going to grab a second wood club off of his back and just whip it at you, Glam.
Shit! Oh no!
Wait, who charged?
The man bun number 1. That
Oh,
guy,
thank
yeah.
you.
So that is a 17 to hit.
Is that a hit?
Okay. So that's going to be 9 damage.
No!
As this wood club, as he rushes forward, grabs it, and just whips it at you. And Zazel, up to you now.
All right, that's enough of that. No, we're not doing this. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
Back to using the
30.
phone.
All right. You're gonna apologize to my friend, but first I'm gonna pop him in the face. Natural 20.
Well, shit.
An arm, so that's 9 damage with a punch. I just go up to him, I go, hey, no. Bop! All right, now we're even. Actually, hold on. I'm gonna give him a slappy slap with my bonus action.
All right.
It'll be a 21.
21 hits.
All right, that'll be for another 7 damage.
2 damage. Okay.
Now we're even. That's my turn.
As you rush up and you just slam that first fist home, and you just you make a solid impact, and you feel it kind of hammer into like the ribs where the armor is a little thinner, and there's definitely a solid connection there. And then that second, you just backhand him.
Yeah, can I grab him when I backhand him too, with my ability?
I mean, you can go for it. Sure. Is that there's no contested, right? It's just
No, it's not contested anymore. Now I just grab a hold of him. I'll just backhand and spin around and grab a hold of him. So we're grappling now.
Okay. Yeah, absolutely. And
I'll pull up the rules for that, so that way whenever he goes to break free, which will be a little while for that.
yeah, with there's almost no visible reaction. Like you can feel the impact and you know it hurt him, but there's a pair of fierce green eyes behind the helmet that you're staring into, and that face is
Oh, this is not good.
it just kind of glares. We move on to this hobgoblin here.
The Hoblin and the Goblin.
The goblin these nuts.
Yeah.
Sorry. But I set it up and you dunked it in.
I did. I couldn't help
All
it.
right, and he's gonna
Thank
move
you.
there. You see, he looks like he's trying to aim for Flora, but because his direct line of sight is Glam, he fires directly at Glam instead.
Oh, damn it!
Oh boy, 25 hit.
No, too high.
Oh, okay.
Golf terms, yeah.
You overshot, actually? You overshot?
3 damage.
Okay.
Oh, that's not bad.
He
If
yanks a
this
longbow
was
off his back, pulls an arrow, aims and just sees, can't get a clear line, and just like, well, fine, just fires.
If it was first dead, yeah, he would have missed.
All right. And now with 2 Glim.
From their Cartomancer feat, it casts Mirror Image,
Excellent.
and that is a bonus action. So now there are 4 glams, and that's far too many for most people.
That is far too many.
So after that, and going to aim down the revolver at the hobgoblin.
Yep.
Okay, just making sure I could actually tell who's who. Eldritch Blast,
All right.
11.
11 doth not hit, friend.
Shit.
Did anybody else just see the pine cones fall?
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
bugging me, so I fixed it.
Oh, okay.
But the magic.
I
Yes.
know.
Do you believe in magic?
Well,
The mirror images go up, and as you go to hurl that Eldritch Blast, this thing just lifts its shield and just kind of slams the magic out of the way.
you know, we tried to be friendly, you know?
Flora, you are
Yeah,
up.
that's my turn.
Going on. Confusing.
I think I have to move here? Question mark. But however, I am going to chuck my hand axe at this buddy, or try to. 11?
11?
No. God damn.
11 does not hit.
Okay. It
It just throws the shield back from that Eldritch Blast, and it immediately sees just an axe coming at you, as it also just bats it up and knocks the axe out of the way as well.
Not my best. Not my best.
Gray, up to you.
Okay. Gray's going to. Who's the one that shouted in Sylvan?
The one that is currently being grappled with Zazel.
Okay. I'm just gonna it's my free action here. I'm gonna be like, respond in Sylvan. Why do you want the girl? And can we talk about this maybe? And then I am going to throw my hand out at the hobgoblin, and you're just gonna see a flash of light streak towards it because I'm casting guiding bolt.
All right,
20, dirty 20.
that hits.
Yeah.
The hob brings up its shield, knocks away that Eldritch Blast, brings it up again, bats a hatchet out of the way. The shield is just wide, they're overextended as you just lance out, and this thing gets blasted with a shot of just pure energy.
Beautiful.
Amazing.
That would be for 13 damage.
13 damage as this thing,
And
it visibly stumbles backwards for a second, as it's now just faintly glowing with your magic,
I'm
as that
going to
guiding bolt
also
sort of
move.
stays in.
I'm also gonna move.
I like the way it looked when you were just slowly.
I'm just gonna move as here.
And that brings us to the other hob's turn. And this one is going to also grab its longbow and fire an arrow at you, Flora.
Well, the family do not want you alive, so
17.
Oh yeah, that hits.
Okie dokie. 4 damage.
Okay.
I forgot something.
What's up?
I wanted to ask, am I allowed to, after doing guiding bolt, use a bonus action to do one of my starry forms, or no?
Is it a bonus action? Then if so, then
It
yes.
is.
Yeah, go
It
for
is
it.
in fact a bonus action. I just wanted to the freckles light up for the chalice. There you go.
We are back to the top of the round. So this one now grappled by you.
He can still make regular attacks. At the end of the turn is when he tries to break the grapple.
All right, he's gonna make 2 attacks on you.
Okay, and it's straight rolls, not disadvantage.
Okay. 13.
Miss.
Less than that.
Miss.
Okay. And then he's gonna try at the end of the turn. What's the DC on that?
It's not great. It's 11.
11. Oh yeah, natural 17.
Natural 7. So he breaks free.
So he, while you've got a hold on him, he's trying and he's making like these shallow swings with this club, trying to just kind of strike at you. And finally, frustrated, just goes and it smashes you off of him.
You brought a club to a fist fight, you fool. I'm gonna get you again.
But that is his turn. Zazel, it's your turn now.
All right, come here, buddy. I'm gonna get you again. I'm gonna smack him again.
All right.
I rolled a 23.
Nice.
Yeah, that
Nice.
hits.
So I'm gonna pop him and I'm gonna grab him again, but before I get to do my damage. So now that I'm grappling him again, I'm going to go in flurry of blows. I'm gonna hit him 2 more times.
Okay, so what was the
At
first
advantage
damage?
both times due to grappler.
Yeah, what was the damage on the first attack?
7.
7. Okay.
Also keep in mind, this is all non-lethal. I'm not trying to kill this fool.
Gotcha.
All right, so the first attack, going with a 21.
21 hits.
Ooh, not great damage. That's 5 damage.
Okay.
All right, and then we're gonna hit him again.
Damblage is damblage.
Damblage is damblage.
That'd be a
You're right.
15.
15 does not hit.
Okay, cool.
That last one,
Alright.
as you go and you make those first 2 strikes, and the third one, you swing and he just grabs the wrist.
It's all right, buddy. I used to wrestle with my cousins all the time. I'm leaning into a Zeke a little bit from Bob's Burgers, just to let y'all know.
Oh god.
Because I feel like it's very appropriate and it kind of works.
I love that.
Goodness
You might get a little southern.
Goodness
My
gracious.
kid.
Accent.
So this one's turn. It's gonna run up to you, still glowing from Gray's guiding bolt, and it's gonna take out its club and try and smack you with it. 17 again.
Is that hits? I forgot I have.
Oh yeah, mirror image. So what's that?
So the first time I have to roll a 6 or higher.
Okay.
Is that an 11? So
11.
he hits. He hits a clone.
Yeah, it rushes forward, takes the club, wipes it across, blows a clone out of the air,
The clone just does the peace out sign and disappears.
and then takes a second because that's its turn. All right. Back to you, Glam.
Oh shit! What the hell, man? I just wanted to talk. I'm going to press the revolver against them as they cast shocking grasp. 19.
19 hits.
I will also be using one use of my crippling shot, which
All right.
once per turn, when I damage an enemy with an attack made with my hex gun, I can force them to make a strength saving throw against my spell save DC, or they will fall prone and have their speed reduced to 0 until the start of my next turn.
Okay.
That should be a... What is my spell save DC?
I think they fail though because he rolled a nat 2.
Yeah, that... so,
Yeah.
And that is 4 lightning damage to him as well.
4 lightning. Okay. Is this you hammer into this thing? The lightning sinks into that armor because it's got metal all over its body, and you see the lightning just sort of arc all around it as it just tenses and just drops.
Bonus action, Gambler's Dice.
What we got?
That is a 5. What does 5 do? All creatures, including the Warlock in a 10-foot radius of the Warlock, must make a Wisdom save versus my spell save DC or take 10 damage.
Okay, so that's just you and it.
Yeah.
Wisdom save versus your spell save DC?
Yeah, which is 14.
That is a fail.
Oh! And that is a fail as well, so... Ow.
This thing falls, and you can see as this secondary wave of damage rolls across it as it just...
This is getting a little too rich for my blood.
Laura,
Waluigi.
you are up.
Did we hear the fancy schmancy man answer at all to the question?
You did not.
Okay. Do any of them look familiar?
I would say make a perception check.
Okay. 16.
16. The armor on all of them looks like you've seen it before, but there's nothing like
Okay.
specifically defining.
Bonus action, giant smite.
But I don't think Glam's seen this yet.
You just see Flora all of a sudden, poof, and then she's large. I will attack with my rapier.
All right.
Oh, boom! 15!
It's
Don't forget your extra d6.
Uh-huh. So 9 damage plus a d6. D6. Roll. Another 6 damage!
Nice.
Oh,
the 16 total. Nice. 15
Yeah.
total. Sorry. Math.
that's math.
All right. As you take the rapier out and you just swipe it across the thing, or I guess stab it. I don't know.
Oh my god, I'm huge.
You
Just
big.
takes her ball and just clubs them with it.
Just the full
Basically.
impact of the rapier slamming into the thing knocks it back a half step.
Does that look like that hurt?
I was looking at D&D Beyond and I came back to the giant flora.
Oh yeah, well, we have a flora.
Oh my god, it's beautiful.
Grace,
Class of goblins.
Huge.
We
you
have
are
it,
up.
Flora.
Oh, it's my turn?
Yep.
Okay, so I'm going to maybe 10. Cuz if I move here,
Yes. Okay.
am I within 30 feet of Glam?
I believe so.
5, 10.
Yes.
Yeah? Cool. Cuz Glam's gotten hit a few times. So,
I am fine. It is okay.
shut up and let me heal
Pouring
you.
blood. I'm fine.
Yeah.
It's but a flesh wound.
Yeah.
You shut your mouth when I'm healing you.
you shut your mouth. I'm just gonna cast. But actually, though, how are you?
I mean, I have been worse. I have also been better.
With mine eyes, can I see how bad Glam is doing?
Proceed with a perception check.
Yeah.
May I deceive?
You can fucking try. 24.
No, you cannot.
I don't know.
I'm not even DM.
I would
That's
say
9. Yeah.
in a split second too, like with a glance over, you can see like how much hurt they've been dealt.
It is mostly to my pride. I promise.
Okay, but as a dumb player, what does that mean? Are they fine?
Objectively, I'm not keeping full track of their HP, so I don't know.
If I were to put it into like percentages, I would say about 35% perhaps.
35% of your foot in the grave or out of it?
Oh, if you want out, it is that is about how much I am out. That is all.
Oh my god, I'm casting healing.
I'm
word.
sorry, Claire.
Bitch, we gonna fight.
On a scale of 1 to 37, how are you feeling?
How are you doing over there? Is that a bonus?
If it's
I'm
healing
sorry.
word, then yes, it is.
We need to
Is it-
get.
Yes, it is.
Okay, then I'm gonna cast healing word as my bonus action. That'll be Woo! That's 8 with my healing word.
All right.
Ooh.
And fun fact, because I have chalice up, I can roll again. Because you're within 30 feet.
Indeed.
So what does that mean?
You're getting more
But I
HP.
can- you're getting
Okay,
more
I
HP.
just wanted to make sure.
Just give me a second. I just wanted to look up what dice I needed. I'm sorry that I took way too long. That is a D8 that I rolled. This one. D8 plus what? That's another 9.
All right.
Shit.
Take that.
And then I
Good
can
shit
actually
there.
gonna do my action.
I told you it was fine.
You're all healed. Shut up. Except my healing.
No.
It's too bad. So because I did that as a bonus action, I can use a cantrip, right?
Correct.
Okay. Cool. The other rest of the 15 feet there. So I have line of sight, and I'm gonna cast. Well, attempt to anyway. You're going to see Frost leave Gray's hands and like run along the ground to reach that dude in front of Zazel.
This one.
Yeah.
All right.
So make a Constitution saving throw, and I'm going to repeat in Sylvan. We could talk this out, you know. we can not fight.
What's the DC on that?
14.
14 pass.
Sad.
You see as the armor sort of just the frost starts to encroach up 1 foot as they just pick it up and flex the foot and snap the frost off.
Yeah. Yep. Anyway. And that's the end of my turn.
All right. And this second hobgoblin in front of Flora is going to take its club and try and club you. For bad.
Bad as in you rolled real well, or bad as in you rolled bad?
The 14
Oh, that hits.
hits.
No.
Okay.
I seriously need to get you a breastplate at least.
For 7 damage.
Okay.
And Gray, make another perception check for me.
I shall do the thing. 22.
Okay. You hear the figure grappling with Zazel just kind of run careful in Sylvan.
So not trying to hurt.
All right. And back to them. Top of the round.
So I'm going to have to ask you to stop.
All right.
I'm a big girl now. Boop.
So he's gonna make 2 more attacks on you, Zazel,
That's fair.
with his shield this time, trying to bash you away.
Okay.
So first one is a 19.
That does hit, yes.
Okay. So that's gonna be
Oh, what the fuck
10
is that?
damage.
10 damage.
10
Fuck.
damage as this thing he essentially takes a shield and just uppercuts you with it. And then, so it is, the shield slam would typically be a strength save to be knocked prone, but because you're grappling him, I'm gonna say make it with advantage.
Okay, cool. And you said strength saving throw or just a check?
Saving throw.
Okay. Okay, good, because I'm actually proficient in that, because monk. That would actually be a 10.
10? No, on your ass you go.
Okay. Hold on, I got something for this. Hold on.
Perfect. And he's gonna take that shield and just kind of punch down at you with it.
Remember, the advantage I'm prone now.
It is at advantage. 15.
That does not hit, though.
No, not hit? Alright. He goes to, he just slams it into you, kind of knocks the wind out of you a little bit, lifts you directly off the ground, throws you back, and then takes it and tries to just downward punch directly into you as you kind of slide out of the way. And now it's your turn.
Alright, well, it's going to surprise you, but I'm going to stand up.
Alright.
So that's half my movement right there. And I'm going to hit him. And if I hit him, I'm going to grapple him. So the new grappler feat, is it annoying as a DM?
I don't, because he can easily try to break it at the end of his turn. I wouldn't say really, it's not.
I need
Like-
more strength. Honestly, I think what they need to do with it, and I'll probably put this in the playtest material, is allow dexterity to be the factor instead.
Yeah, because, like, realistically speaking, if he wanted to not be grappled by you again, he could have easily moved out of the range that you were at because you were knocked prone.
Yeah, exactly. Because, like, 11 is not hard to beat, but
No.
let's see, if it was a 13, that's a little bit harder. That's actually quite a bit harder. A whole 15% harder. Anyways, that would be a 16 to hit.
16 to hit. He's going to use his reaction to parry with his shield. So as you strike out again, he just smashes your hand out of the way with his shield again.
Flurry
That's
blow.
shield-
All right.
That's shield mastery.
That would be a 20 unnatural.
That will hit.
Okay, I'm not sure how shield mastery works. I was like, I don't know if that hits or not. 7 damage.
7 damage. Okay.
Okay, I did say I'm flurry of blows, so we're gonna do one more.
Okay.
This one's at advantage because I'm grappling now. 21.
21 hits.
All right, again, this is all in arms. I'm gonna be like, stop resisting. Come on, man. Knock this out. That's 6 more damage.
All right.
Yeah, that shield mastery is a fun feat, but basically it was just flavor for him blocking your attack the first time.
Is it like shield dispel, or is it just different?
No, it's gives you.
It's a reaction
plus-
to add a flat number to your AC for an attack.
Oh, okay. So when I go to punch him again and he blocks that, I'll grab him by the back of the head and like fucking Muay Thai knee him to put him back in the lock.
All right.
Like a spider monkey, I'm all over you.
Little boy on the ground still cannot move until my turn.
Yep. And it is your turn now. Or no, sorry, it is his turn, but he can't move.
Yeah, he has 0 movement until my turn, so that means he can't even get up.
All right. Well, while he's on the ground, he's gonna just try and strike out at your feet, Gray, with a club.
I did not realize he was only knocked prone. Not gonna lie to you.
Yeah.
I think it was during one of those moments where my mic cut out again.
Oh,
My
no.
headset, I mean.
Now, the good news is that should be at disadvantage.
Was prone.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
16.
You bitch. Yeah, it hits.
All right. Yeah, it was a 12 and a 14 for the 2 rolls. 6 damage.
Wait, what do you mean a 12? Oh, sorry. Yep, you're right. Adding stuff.
That includes your new shield, right?
Yes, it does.
Okay.
Before it was a 14. My AC is now 15.
Yeah,
Womp womp.
before the session ended, I put the new shield on and equipped it for her. So.
Okay.
Womp.
Mama.
Oh, thanks for the lurk, Skitty.
Yeah, thank you. Okay.
Meow.
But it's gonna do that, and then unable to do any actual motion, it's just gonna kind of lay there for a sec. Now it's Glam's turn.
Glam is starting to get frustrated with these guys, and pulling up their deck of cards is going to flash out, and one's going to go straight towards the hobgoblin on the floor, as Glam is going to cast for the first time Mind Spike.
All right. That's a
So they need-
save, right?
It's a Wisdom DC 14.
Ooh, that's gonna be a fail.
Alright, they are going to take 3d8 psychic damage, and they are not going to hide from me ever. At least for the next hour.
Oh boy.
Ooh. That is 16. Also, let me see, because I know there's a thing involving my cards here as well. Because it is also one of my other spellcasting focuses now. So it dealt damage, which means I can also... God damn it. Add an extra d4 to the damage. I can do this up to the number of my proficiency bonus.
All right.
And that will be an extra 2 damage, so 18 total.
18 total. As this, you feel as just sort of that sort of overwhelming mental force strikes into this thing as it just slowly slumps. unconscious.
That is what I thought. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Are you okay, Gray?
Yep. I'm fine. Just
Okay.
bruised my ankles a little. It's okay.
You take care of yourself, okay? They are going after. It looks like they are going after the big
going
girl,
af-
apparently.
Yep.
Okay.
They're, trying to grab Flora.
Let's get this over with then. That's my turn.
Not polite to comment on people's size, man.
That's gonna make it. Flora, you're up.
Okay, I'm gonna whack again, but I'm not trying to kill him. Just trying to make him go away. That's a 6.
6 does not heat.
Oh, yes. Okay, I'm an action surge.
Alright.
I can take one additional action.
Whack him.
Uno
Welcome
mas
again.
acción. Alright.
Stab him. 14.
14? Does not heat.
Ah!
The dice, they do not love Flora.
They really don't.
Yeah, today's not your day. I'm sorry.
I think we've heard that quite a couple sessions.
You
Alright.
should probably use physical dice. Man.
Question: was that a non-lethal blow that the hobgoblin took, or?
Yeah.
I'm hoping yes, because I've been trying, but I don't know how bad of a headache that gave him.
From the looks of it, they're currently unconscious.
Okay.
But like breathing?
He said unconscious. So
Yeah,
that should
I mean,
hopefully-
it is your turn. I'll give you the free action to make a cursory medicine or perception if you really want to take a look, but
I do. That's a 15.
15? Yeah, you can see it's a little labored, but they're breathing.
Okay, cool.
Okay, let me-
I'm going to look over at Flora and go, "Hey, be careful," and cast healing word at her.
Okay.
Woo-hoo-hoo! I'm rolling well with my D4. That's 8 for you.
Oh.
Nice.
And then I'm going to, because he is within 30 feet, heal Zazel up for holy fuck, get 16. Let's go.
Nice.
You did what?
Yeah, I rolled 8 on my D8.
What? I was only hit for 10.
You're welcome.
It's super healed.
I am back to full health. Thank you.
Yeah, Circle of Stars is ridiculous for healing.
It is. It's not the most busted. I think the Twilight still holds that title, but it is super fucking good.
Anyway,
Oh, yeah.
and then with that,
Or no, Twilight is cleric. Never mind.
Yeah.
I'm going to do something dumb.
It might be the strongest then. It might actually be the strongest.
We like them.
How far away am I from this guy? 5, 10, 15. Yeah, I can reach.
Running right
Anyway, I'm gonna. I'm casting.
So anyway, she
primal
started blasting.
Anyway, you're gonna see Gray get a little mad, and suddenly his teeth seem real sharp, and so do his nails. And he's going to say in Sylvan, but kind of growling again. I said, back off. We could have talked this out, and I'm going to claw the fuck out of that door.
Oh.
All right.
Whoa, Gray, we killing now? All right.
8. I didn't say I was killing. I said claw. But that's 18 to hit.
18 hits.
Anyway.
Well, this is interesting.
Oh,
I guess we
snap.
should stop playing around.
Oh god.
This whole time, Gray's secretly been a werewolf. No.
That's going to be 7 acid damage.
7 acid damage.
Yeah.
All right.
Ah, primal
Acid
savagery.
pours across this thing.
And I'm just going to say, we can still talk about this. Why do you want her? And that's where I'm at. It's my turn.
All right. And that brings us to the other Hobgoblin. And it's gonna take another club attack at you, Gray. Or, 22.
Wait, what?
It's gonna... 22 to hit. It's gonna club you.
The guy I'm standing in front of?
Yeah.
Oh, that's also a hobgoblin?
Yes.
With the club?
Yeah.
He's a handsome hobgoblin.
I see. Well, obviously 22 hits me.
10 damage.
Man. And my mic...
Oh,
What you said.
Sorry, 10 damage. That's it.
Owie.
Takes club and just smashes it into like your sternum.
Ouch.
All right. That brings us back to the top of the order once more. And this one is going to once again try to shield bash you away, Zazel.
That's fair. I completely understand.
That's going to be an 18 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
All right. That is 6 damage.
Okay.
Make a strength check for me, strength save for me.
Still at advantage?
Yep.
That is a 16.
16.
Yep.
All right, you stay up on your feet. As he rears back and he goes in again, and he rolled a nat 20 on the second bop to your core with the shield.
Oh, fuck. I don't think he can do enough damage to knock my ass out, though.
I mean, you got healed up
Yeah,
pretty good. So
that's the only reason.
oh,
you're
but
good.
it take your air away? You know when you get knocked right in the... Oh.
13 damage with that punch.
You know what's funny is the first time he hit me with that, it was actually just only 3 damage more than what the first time he hit me with.
Yeah.
And then make another strength save.
Okay, still advantage this time?
Yep.
Okay, wasn't sure if you're gonna take that away because, you know, got the shit knocked out of me with a crit.
You're still holding on to him, so.
Okay, that time I rolled a 23.
Yeah, you've got a stubborn lock on him as he's just
Not this time, little
smashing
man.
into your ribs with this shield.
My mom hit me harder than that.
He is, however, going to, the end of his turn, blink out of the space he was in and reappear over here.
Hey, that's cheating!
The fuck are you doing?
As he misty steps away.
Wait. Does that require somatic components?
With
I mean, there's no reason why, because grappling unfortunately doesn't stop that. I just
Nope,
remembered that.
just
Never
verbal.
mind. Yeah, that sucks. Man, grappling needs to be better. They need to make it to where, like, if there's, like, hand gestures, you can't do them. That'd be great. All good, though. All right, man, you ain't getting away that quickly, that easily. I move 40 feet, so that would be a total of 5, 10, 15, 20, 30. I'm gonna hit him again.
All right.
You ass.
Actually, wait, let me go ahead and get advantage, because if I go this way, I have advantage now.
But he has the high ground.
He has the high ground. 17.
17. Parry.
Yep.
Knocked out of the way again.
Gonna knock that out of the way. Flurry of blows.
Okay.
Ooh, that was only a 7 for that one. That's bad.
All right.
I think my luck's ran out, so I got one more attack. Yep, that's an 18.
18. Yeah, that hits. That first one, as you go to swing, and he just uses like the sort of the rounded point of the buckler to just punch into your hand. And as you go for the second one, he just steps backwards And then as you go back in, you just nail him with that third one.
I'll say it was like he used his buckler to like move my hand out of the way, but I used the motion to try to hit him with a head kick, but he ducked under it, and then I just kind of came back around and grappled a hold.
Yeah. What we got for damage on that one?
All right, we got a total of 6 damage on that one.
All right.
Do that moke dump shit. Moke dump shit. Oh my fucking god.
Hey,
Don't
I got
moke
it.
shit.
Flora, turn around. I got it.
What do you need me to turn around for?
All right. Cool. Zazel's done. That one's unconscious. Glam, you're up.
So anyway, I started blasting. Shocking grasp
All
with the
right.
revolver.
And this is into the grappled one.
This boy right here. I'm going to
This one,
try.
yeah?
Yeah, that one.
Okay. Yep.
So do I get anything for that, or is it just straight as always?
Uh,
I don't remember how grappling works.
I don't believe other people get advantage on the grappled.
Okay. So just straight. Is that the 16?
16. Hits.
Okay. I'm going to use another use of my crippling shot on him as well.
Okay.
So he's also going to have to make a DC 14 strength save.
Oh yeah, he's fine.
That will, however, be 7 electric damage there.
All right.
Electric. Boogie woogie woogie.
Yeah, and you hit this thing. That lightning blast from the revolver arcs into the armor again, and
Spoons.
you see for just a hot second the body starts to tense as he just sort of flexes out of it, rolls his neck a little bit. Laura.
I need for you to stop this.
You're up.
The one who spoke Sylvan is in front of me?
Oh, behind you.
Behind you.
Behind me.
There's the one's grappling
Alright.
with Zazel.
I'm gonna turn around. Hello.
I probably also should have asked if they had metal armor.
Alright, I'm gonna whack him, but I'm gonna try to use my stone rune.
All right.
Ooh.
Let's try to whack him first.
You will have advantage on the hit because you're flanking with Zazel.
Ooh, advantage, thank you.
My spoon.
21!
That hits.
Ah!
And
Yeah, okay.
the
So,
mystical semantic of much intimate.
the damage is only 5. However, my stone rune, when a creature you see ends its turn, so within 30 feet of you. Ah, shit's reaction. Fuck, I can't use it.
You do, however, get to add that D6 anyway.
Oh yeah, okay. Never mind! I will just use my d6. I know how things work.
Hey, at least you know how this will work now, because
3 extra points of damage!
Excellent. All right, Gray, you are up.
Okay, I'm going to cast Healing Word on myself by saying, "Ow!
All right.
Holy fuck! This
Ow.
I rolled another 4.
holy shit.
I'm gonna. Sorry.
Kiss yourself. Nah, just kiss.
Yeah.
He's using hacks.
Hacks.
No, no hex.
And I'm going to. No, less good. But you know what? I'll take it. For Zazel, you get 7 health back. For Zazel. And I'm just going to throw out my claws again. Y'all don't wanna. Okay. And that'll be a A 17 to hit?
17? Eats.
Yeah. Do. And that'll be once more 7 acid damage.
7 acid damage.
The
Alright.
7 acid.
It's
damage.
bad.
As this thing, the acid just sort of drips down its chest, and you can definitely feel it's in pain as it drops down on one knee.
And I'm just going to say again, seriously, we can talk about this. What? And that's it.
Alright. That brings us back to the top of the round. I
Is
said
that
he's
cut
going to, and then I said cha-cha-cha. I was looking things over. He's going to take Zazel's hands, and Zazel, make a strength check for me.
Yeah, I rolled a natural 1.
Natural 1.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh no!
And he's gonna reach up and just take your hands and just lift you off of him and set you back down.
I'm just gonna grab him next turn. We all know this.
And he's gonna just clap his hands, and the whole area is just gonna brighten up a little bit. The other hobgoblin that was unconscious slowly blinks and sits back up. And he's gonna pull off his helmet and take a look at you, Flora, and go, "My Flora." And it is a face you most certainly recognize.
Wait a second.
Is it my turn?
Not yet, but it is one Marcus standing in front of you.
Marcus!
I donkey punch him in the back of the head.
Sounds like a headache.
Go roll for a hit.
Natural 20!
All right, roll damage, I guess.
Oh my god, I love that.
Please let this be the damage that knocks his ass out. That is a total of 10 damage as I just go, pop!
And your fist impacts the back of his head as it just snaps his head forward a little bit, and he just kind of shakes it and goes, "Deserved. So sorry. So very sorry." And he's gonna turn around and he's gonna... Is anyone hurt currently?
I'm still hurt, yeah.
Alright, he's gonna pat you on the shoulder and just heal up any wounds that you currently have.
I hit him again.
Oh.
I'm fine, do not worry about me.
And
Oh.
yeah, he'll...
Gray is just going to look at them and then Sylvan go, "What the fuck?"
Glam would be saying that at the exact same time.
And looking over the whole scene, he takes a step back, and as he does, his whole armor starts to shift and change into the armor you're much more familiar with him. You've seen him in before, Flora. As his traditional, it's like a half plate set that he wears, except in lieu of any metal, it's all made of pieces of vine and furs and bone and plates made of just varied gemstones that have been shaped into sheets. But he bows and he's like, "I'm truly sorry for the violence, and so, everyone be healed. And I will..." He claps his hands again as a table appears in the area. He's like, "A feast," as a second apology.
Oh. A feast. Is there sweets on there? Is there pastries? Come on. Give me the good stuff. You know what I want. Also, Marcus, I was just gonna say ignore those mist swings and yeah.
No, we're not just waving this away. Why
Ah.
did you attack us?
Dun, dun.
And second of all, I'm not done yet. I was about to take your ass down.
But this is my brother Marcus. This is Marcus.
Okay.
Okay,
And-
seriously, what the fuck was that for?
Mm.
And Marcus had some of, I don't know, one of them tried to harm you. What the hell is this about?
I don't know, Marcus. I don't know why.
Yeah, why should I stop punching you in the face? It was really fun to do it.
Because there needed to be a sense of real danger.
Real danger. You're cute.
If, for any reason, anything were to happen to Flora for real, I would tear the world to pieces.
You couldn't even get out of my grasp. I highly doubt you
I
would do any of
needed to be
Hey.
certain she was with people who would keep her safe.
I'm gonna incite him. I don't believe that he's actually her brother.
Hey.
Meanwhile,
Hey.
15.
15? He looks at you completely genuine. And as he says this, he pulls the breastplate right off that he's wearing. He's like, punch away if you need to. Listen, was it the best way to go about it? Probably not. Do I have regrets? No. You seem more than capable of keeping her safe, and you very much care about her, and that's enough for me.
Ah.
You want to do something? Give her your armor. If
Hey.
you want to protect her, give her your armor.
I have armor.
also as a other sibling, I really would not allow you to do this again. Okay?
Well, certainly not. I have no need to do it again.
No. I mean, from one sibling to another, do not mess with this. Okay? She is a good girl.
I know
Yeah.
she's a good girl.
Ray is just
Um.
going to count to 10 and do some deep breathing.
Look,
She,
I'm ready to get the hell out of here. I need to go back home.
She kicked a nasty shambler's ass. And
Lord.
about, I guess after, how long does this last?
And I'm gonna be honest with
1
you,
minute.
what was your name, Marcus? I was holding back. I want you to understand that. It could have gotten way worse for you.
The other two glams, before they disappear, just put their thumb on their nose and just like stick their tongue out as they disappear.
Flora is gonna take the giant might get rid of it.
Okay.
To be tiny again, and super excited because it's Marcus. She's just gonna go hyper kid mode and go, Marcus, you're here, and she's gonna hug him and be like,
yeah, as soon as you shrink, he immediately picks you up and just kind of twirls you around.
Yes.
and then she's gonna start doing the little kid thing of,
That's Muffin. This is Zazel. He's the poopy head I told you about. That's Glam. And
Bonjour.
this is Gray.
I'm gonna shoulder check him real hard as I walk past him to get to Gray.
This is Gray. This is the one that I put Ethan's doll by when he was sleeping, and I learned stuff with them. Oh, ass.
Ass?
Ass. I learned that word.
All right. Well, we're learning words. That's good. Now.
Ray's going to take another deep breath and
I'm gonna put my arm on Gray's shoulder. Let's take a walk. Not far.
okay.
As we get out of earshot. I don't like him. I don't trust him.
Okay.
Well, Flora, why are you here? We set the inn up for you. Specifically to keep you safe.
That is a long story.
So
Actually, it's not that long, really.
I went outside. as I usually do, as you know. And then I went and got a cookie from the lady that gives good cookies. I still have some in my pack, just so you know. And then I met this firework guy, and he wouldn't give me fireworks because he didn't believe that you were with me.
And she like shows the dolls,
And then I met Glam,
pointing to Glam.
and he
Bonjour.
helped me get fireworks. And then we went to the bar, and then I met Gray, and then I met Zazel, and then we went to the mines to do a job, and then a lady tried to hug me like twice, but I was like, no, ma'am, I don't want your hugs. And then we were sent here, and I don't know why. But I'm here now, and she does like a pose. Ah!
To be fair, the lady who gave her a hug gave most of us hugs and could not control what's happening.
Also,
Because
I totally have been doing my lessons with my rapier. You didn't see me miss any shots. Anyway.
Well, you're doing great. Good work on getting fireworks. That sounds so fun.
I still have them.
Ooh,
I could set them off.
maybe not here.
Oh.
There's
Okay.
definitely a place where we
Yeah,
can set them off to make more noise than this. There's not even anyone around.
I was just going to say, it might be a good idea to put it somewhere that is a little bit more open sky.
What if we we can prank Ethan with the fireworks?
Ooh.
Yes.
Wait, Frank, you say?
Yes.
Okay, okay, shit, I'm in.
If we do it, we wait till he's reading.
Yes. Ah.
Oh, so good. I love it.
Wait,
Yes.
is Ethan a nerd?
But Ethan does the the stuff that kind of
yeah.
Gray does, maybe, sort of. Magic. Ah.
And she's like doing weird hand motions, trying to demonstrate. Like,
Yeah, magic is weird. I don't do it really. As the cards have been doing stuff and the gun does stuff.
And
Marcus.
as he addresses all of you now, he apologizes again. I'm very sorry, but allow me to I suppose introduce myself for the first time. Really, my name is Marcus, and I am the first knight of summer, as it were. And Ethan, who she is referring to, is my dear sibling. He is unfortunately not here presently, but he would be our court mage as well.
He always knows.
You have.
And up until presently, we have always been Flora's guardians. However, matters required us to be elsewhere, so Flora was to be kept safe at an inn. I truly do appreciate that you have kept her safe, and it seems that you have no problem laying your life down or fighting any opponent who would seek to bring harm to her.
She is a good girl. She has been very, very kind to all of us since we met.
So, great to meet you. Who are the other two?
Oh, these two gentlemen. This is a baron, and so this one here, kind of lamely waves. This is kind of like looks at his club and kind of tosses it, and bows slightly. And that is Remy over there, as the other hobgoblin also is just kind of like what do I do with my hands? Just sets his stuff down, kind of kicks it away from him.
Remy and what?
And Baron.
Baron.
Okay.
How do
so
you-
you're
how
a
do you
first
spell
knight.
Remy?
Begging your
'Cause there's
pardon.
quite a
I'm
few
very,
names there.
very sorry.
So you're a first knight. All right. A little bit embarrassing. You almost got beat by a man who's unarmed.
Hey, be nice.
You owe me. You're getting us home.
So
Be
we were
nice.
all fully healed, is that what you said before?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, but like our spell slots are still gone, right?
Yeah. Yeah, probably.
So you owe me. You owe all of us. You're getting us home.
We can perhaps arrange that, though I myself am not magically inclined in a way of travel. We can see what can be done.
Are we gonna go to Ethan?
Unfortunately, Flora, he's not nearby at all.
Oh, no fireworks today.
No fireworks today.
Oh,
He's been a very busy man lately.
mm.
But it
So-
sounds like you're really important.
I
Take us
I
to
mean,
the
I-
queen.
I was going to say I had heard that there was something about mourning.
Yes. Yes, there is.
What?
Come here. Please sit with me. And he once again gestures to the picnic table full of various steaming foods of all shapes and sizes.
Gray is going to plop down at the table unceremoniously, still a little grumpy.
There's, like a full, like roast pheasant, fruits of all shapes, sizes, colors, and kinds. A big bowl of freshly baked muffins and fruit tarts.
Mm-hmm.
This is a lot of fancy food.
That's where I'm at. I'm only at the muffins and the tarts. Mm-hmm.
And
Also-
if nothing here is to your liking, we can, of course, get anything else you might possibly want.
Meanwhile, Glam's going to look around for a moment while they're talking for the card that dropped and sees that it's just a normal Joker again. What in the world was that?
Flora is, when she sits near, obviously she sits near Marcus, she's still gonna kind of look at Gray, like, she kind of wants him to sit there too, but doesn't say anything.
Gray is going to actually not sit like directly next to Flora or anything, but maybe across.
Ah. um,
And is kind of glaring at Marcus just a little bit while
Is it-
taking food.
Is it the crone? I think, if I remember correctly. I don't know if I remember the
Is that-
mother.
you are indeed correct.
Mother
It was something
crone.
about the crone.
I don't remember my lessons very well
Ugh.
sometimes.
It's complicated. I spoke briefly with the Queen about it. Unfortunately, I myself am just a little confused as well. She seems very upset, but no one has died.
What?
What now?
Well, what happened?
She seems to be mourning something that will happen.
Oh no, is this some sort of time travel bullshit shenanigans?
As far as I know, traveling through time is not something that we have a capacity for. But it's strange. I'm not 100% sure. He just kind of glows. Okay.
Hmm.
Zazel sits down and clears a spot onto the plate, but however, he is not eating any of the food that's on the table. He pulls his ration pack out and starts eating a meal.
oh, Flora is pigging out on those tarts and muffins.
Oh,
I
and
mean,
goodness gracious, are they delicious? And as you pull your own rations powder, he's like, Zazel, I'm very sorry again, but what can I provide you for food? What would you like? What is your favorite food in the world?
I'm not to trust you and the food that you provide. I
I
will play it safe and I will eat my own food.
What if somebody else provided it to you?
I have about 10 days worth of rations. I have 10 days to get out of here.
Well, we can work on getting you out of here. I just... Please, Okay, it wasn't a good call. I get
Look,
really
man, there's
nervous,
a
okay?
farmer out there that I wouldn't have trusted with food either. I'm just a simple kid from the slums of the city. I fought my way for everything that I own. I don't trust you, and now that we fought, I really don't trust you.
Well, you certainly do have quite the punch. I thoroughly appreciate. And you know how to throw one.
Yeah, and I stick to people like glue.
Yes, it was well done.
But I will be eating my own rations. Call me overcautious, that's fine. I'll go hunting when I run out.
All right.
I was-
Ray is going to actually eat some of the food.
I was going to say, what exactly is Marcus here? What, race-wise?
Appearance-wise, he seems to be similar to what you would have assumed elves look like, being that they are just deeply uncommon. Though he is more well-built. His hair is just like... It's black and shimmering. It's extremely smooth. When it comes to about shoulder length. Clean shaven, high cheekbones, relatively pale skin, very fit.
A friend of mine has always warned me about taking anything from the Fae. So I should probably take
Guys,
some.
guys, it's fine.
Hold on. I was going to say, but they also took my name, so there is that.
Time. Name is fine.
No,
Just
again,
shoot.
no. I'm saying that person took my name.
Oh, okay, that's valid. Sorry.
And now, has no one ever told you that it's rude to offend the Fae, and that some
I have
of them
also-
do not like that? I'm not
I
among
have-
those, mind you. However, things to think about.
I have also been informed of that. So I do my best to behave myself around here. And for now, let's be honest. Anything sounds good right now. I have not eaten anything but muffins for days.
Ah, well,
And as good as those are, I want something else. Anything.
by all
Glenn,
means.
did you not pack any rations at all?
No! I did not know I was going to be on a trip.
We could have been in those mines for days. You didn't pack it. Here, I'll give you one.
Hey, I made a. You didn't eat any of the stew I made?
I had some stool, but also just anything right now sounds really good because, frankly, I do not get to eat very well where I am.
Laura's
It looks like brownies.
Laura's gonna grab a piece of meat and like stubbornly walk over to Zazel.
Eat it.
Sorry, little one. I can't take the risk.
I ate it and I'm fine.
Yeah, I'm getting out of here. I got
Okay.
someone waiting for me back at home.
We're
Zazel,
not. The food's not gonna trap you. It's just for you to regain your energy.
Zazel,
This is my brother.
I'm
It's a point of pride as well. He hid his identity and attacked us. If he simply would have asked us to fight him for a test, that's fine with me. I'm a combatant. I fight people under tests all the time.
Why would
Dishonesty. He started with dishonesty.
he's not dishonest? He's a knight. Why would he tell you?
And why didn't he
Oh,
announce who he was? Why did he
Wait.
hide his identity?
but
Like
he
that?
used to do that to me all the time to test me,
So-
like sneak attack and.
To be fair, I have also many times hidden my identity, so and just turns into Cecilia again. See, I am
Ooh.
very.
That's such a fun trick. Now, Do you eat meat? There's a lovely roast pheasant, but I can of course get anything you desire.
Yes, I am very much. I very much enjoy the meat. I do not get this very often, so.
Well, absolutely. Here, take the whole pheasant, and he passes the whole plate to you.
You have Zazel a leg because she pulled the leg out right against your cheek, like she's like,
Eat it!
Listen, it's
just-
also not common where I come from, where people are dying of starvation for food to just spontaneously appear on a table.
We had tarts raining from the sky earlier. Oh,
Yeah,
Marcus,
this whole
Marcus,
place
we had
is
tarts raining
weird.
from the
I
sky.
need to get back
Um,
to the city.
Okay, we will. Nobody's saying we're not going to, but maybe eat. Stop being rude to the person who's gonna take you back.
Well, maybe if he would, not attack us under false pretenses.
You had him in a headlock like 4 times. Why do you feel so
Uh,
defensive? Just eat the meat.
and she's gonna keep stabbing you in the cheek with the drumstick.
Eat it.
honestly, Zazel, I really suggest that you eat.
Oh,
Marcus, I
and
told you he's a
I-
poopy head.
He doesn't know, or Glam doesn't know that they're casting a spell. By the way, so DC
Oh, you're
14
casting
Wisdom.
On who? Sorry?
Suggestion on Zazel.
Oh, okay.
Hell.
Not on purpose, mind you. Again, this is a spell that is not normally in their repertoire.
Which I don't believe suggestion tells me that you cast it either, even if I fail it, or even if I pass it.
I don't know if suggestion does. I know that some do,
I don't
but
think it
not
does.
Yeah, you suggest a course of activity limited to a sentence or two and magically influence a creature you can see within range that can hear and understand you. Creatures that can't be charmed or immune to this effect. Suggestion must be worded in a manner as to make the course of action sound reasonable, asking the creature to stab itself, blah, blah, blah. Wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, it pursues the course of action you described to the best ability. Suggested course of action can continue for duration. If it's completed in a shorter amount of time, the spell ends when the subject finishes what it was asked to do. It does not say whether or not they would know or not, so that's, I guess, up to DM's discretion.
I would say probably not. If it doesn't specifically say, then most likely not, because it goes out of its way usually to
That's
tell
exactly
you.
how I'm feeling as well. Rules is written. If it doesn't say it, then I don't know.
Yeah.
Cool. Let me go and roll. Daddy needs a new pair of shoes and causing conflict. That's a 14.
It meets it beats.
Like I said, thank you. No, I will eat my rations.
Can I? I'm gonna whack you with this chicken piece.
As a follow up for Flora and Glam and Gray, take a full long rest from the food.
You,
Oh shit!
You should have done it.
And I gotta go back to my bear, so 4 uses back, 2 uses back.
Basil. Please. Please.
Ignoring the child as I would with most of my cousins in the
Big
area.
puppy eyes.
I will look straight at Mark like,
Please.
what would you have done if you would have killed us all?
Oh, that would
We have
absolutely
2
not have
civilians
happened.
with us. What if you would have killed them?
Oh, certainly not. Could not have happened.
Oh, really? Because I saw your people getting very aggressive towards Flora.
I assure you,
Just
there is
uh,
within this chamber functionally nothing I can't control.
Glam just kind of like, okay, so just huh? Not speaking loudly, just like whatever.
An open challenge would have been much more accepted. I'm
He's
sorry.
not
I
a
moved you.
monk.
And I don't disagree with you, however, and I think this is important for you to remember, that an open challenge doesn't provide you with that sense of danger. I wasn't looking for your competency. Well, I mean, I was, but more importantly, I was looking at your willingness to drop what you were doing to care for someone.
Sense of danger. Do you understand what it's like in the pits? Do you know how many people die per year in the pits? 25% of combatants never come out. I've accidentally killed 2 people. Sense of danger's there, my friend. And she's a child. I didn't even want her to come with us, to be honest. If it was up to me,
Hey.
she'd still be in the orphanage.
Well, I wasn't in an orphanage. I had a room. I was in an inn. It's very fancy.
The end, sorry.
The fluttering daisy.
If it was up to me, you and I never would have met. Talking to Marcus, not you.
I was about to say, I'm gonna cry.
No, not Flora, to Marcus. That was to Marcus. You'd be safe in the end. No problems.
Oh, and circumstance be as they are, I'm still happy that you are here with her, keeping her safe, and I once again extend any hospitality I can offer while you are here.
Then how about this? Instead of feeding me, you clothe her. Give her armor.
Of course,
Armor.
we can. We will.
What is Flora wearing, by the way?
I think I have leather armor.
Pretty
Yeah.
much.
This is
Ah.
clothing. This is not armor.
But by the way, Flora, what the fuck was that?
Ah,
Why? Was that like in La Jadus?
no. I can just do that. Laura's just slowly walking over to Gray with the same meat piece that was shoved into Zazel's cheek. Do you want it?
I will take the pheasant leg from you.
So we.
Thank you.
And then I'm going to hold it out to Zazel and be like, stop being a stubborn asshole and please eat the food so you feel better.
Look, I wasn't hurt that bad. First off, thanks to you. I'll be
Yes,
fine.
and now thanks to me, the person that you trust to heal you is telling you to please eat the fucking food so that you feel better.
There's no fey trickery here. I can take it. It's fine.
You know, as a person who is from the Feywild, the fact that you're saying stuff like that is actually kind of insulting to me. Please eat the
I-
fucking food.
I was going to say I am also Fey, so as much as I was taught to distrust, at the same time, you really should probably be eating. Wow, it's almost like I'm eating nothing at all, but it's filling me up at the same time.
Please, Zazel, please.
You know I don't like meat.
You don't like meat?
Just stares at him. You'll put eggs in your drinks.
That's not meat.
Meat.
It is pre-meat.
I'm a vegetarian.
Well,
Do you like eggs? I can get you eggs. Or a salad. Salad with eggs. Salad with eggs and beans.
Ew.
Look, I'll eat your food. You and I fight one day. No trickery, no magic.
Oh, certainly. That sounds pleasant. Absolutely.
thank you, Zazel. Also, I'm so sorry. I don't think I ever picked up on the fact that you don't eat meat.
I mean, you don't really serve like
No,
sandwiches
because
or meat.
I mean, I'm basically vegetarian. I don't. That's why I was hit. It's
Oh
okay.
man, it must be awful for you holding that then.
Give it to Muffin.
fine.
Throw it in his skull. Ah.
mean,
I
this is
will
only a
toss
nature.
it to Muffin. Yeah.
Muffin runs over and just catches it and just sort of like happy dances with its pheasant.
Marcus, look at Muffin. We have an
Zazel-
owlbear.
Zazel,
Ah!
as someone who is who has been, basically homeless for a good long while, and has only recently found somewhere to really call home. Eat. You don't know when you're going to get something else.
He already
And
said he would, and I
so-
appreciate it. Thank you.
Marcus, first of all, acknowledges Muffin and stands up and walks over and is like, "Aren't you just magnificent?" And gives him scritchies behind the neck and kind of all over.
He was
Right.
trying to, he was trying to say hello to these two. Points off over to our silent companions, Augur and Rynn.
Oh my god.
Those are the civilians I was talking about. They're not combatants.
Oh, I know. I mean, I saw them come in and cower behind the owlbear. So I.
We didn't even train the owlbear to do that. I don't know why he stays out of fights and just protects those two.
He knows. He's such a good soul.
He is quite.
Laughing.
He is a
I mean,
very good dog.
owlbears are incredibly smart for actually their species. They're much smarter than both owls and bears put together.
At
Is
this
he-
point, he's flipped the owlbear on his back and is scritching his tummy. He's like, "Aren't you a smart boy?"
I am jump diving onto the tummy. Ah!
But
You know
as
what?
he's doing
Sure,
this,
Glam will do
he
the
does
same.
look back. Well, one, he looks at Ren and Owen. He's like, "Gentlemen, please, tell me, what are your favorite meals in the world? Anything you wish. Provided I've heard of it, I can make it happen."
Oh, really? And I'll crack my knuckles.
Have you heard of Five Guys Burgers and Fries?
Oh my
So
god.
here is what I have on a daily basis in the morning. Okay, you take an egg, 2 eggs actually, put them in a. I call it a blender, but really it's just a mortar and pestle. You just got to mix that stuff together. Take some spinach. You need to make sure it's finely grated. Put in some very fine oat milk, or is it goat milk? Gray.
We actually were using oat milk, so you got that right.
All right, cool. It's oat milk. Put that in there. Put a little bit of brown sugar in. Boom. That's yourself a morning smoothie by Zazel.
I still wish to point out that that is pre-meat that you are putting in there.
Still not meat though. You
Okay.
see, if I eat meat, I will get stronger. Yes. However, I will not be nearly as agile. That is the most important part of my fighting style, is how fast I am.
Well, should that be the case then? And he.
Feel free to add any extras you want to put in there. I heard about good berries. I don't know if they're real. Throw one of those in there. See what happens.
You are very confusing. You are very confusing. I wish for you to know this.
I can absolutely make that happen. As for good berries are, I believe that's a druid thing. Outside of my purview. Do you like other berries? I can put blueberries in it. Raspberries, blackberries.
I mean, those are all good. Yeah, I just was wondering if you could do a good berry, because like I heard like of druids that were like thought they were funny and like make their good berries into a watermelon. I don't know if that's true or not. That's just what I heard.
Truthfully, odd for being in the Feywild, I don't know very many druids.
I do too. They're so
He stands back up and he walks back over the table and he picks up like one of those like the silvers for like the top of a serving tray, and he's like, "Well, here's what we'll do. Your name is Zazel, correct?"
That's correct. Yes.
"Well, we have a thing in the Feywild called a Zazberry. We'll put that in your smoothie." And he lifts it up, and in front of you is a glass containing a smoothie, much like the one you're typically used to having in the morning.
Can you give me some of those raspberries on the side? Because I'm pretty sure you're about to ruin all of Gray's mornings.
Oh, absolutely. And he just pulls a bowl out of essentially nowhere full of these berries that are like, they're like an extremely vibrant pink, and a little bit like they're spiky. So like those, was it a dragon fruit? No, dragon fruit are the spiky ones, right? Something else.
Dragon fruit does have spiky, but I think you're looking for more like
Yeah.
a hawthorn.
Yeah,
I'm
like
also-
one of those, but tiny and pink, and it's just a whole bowl of them.
I was also thinking like durian.
I was
I was
also
thinking-
thinking durian.
The
But durian's
cactus
nasty,
fruit.
We don't like that. Yeah, I'll take one of those and I'll pop it in my mouth.
It is exceptional. Just like a perfect blend of sweet and tart.
Hey, it's just like me. All right. Yeah. Here,
I don't know about the sweet part.
I'm gonna hand the rest of them. Oh, come on, look, man, I'm pretty. We all know it. I'm gonna hand the rest of them over to to Gray. You're gonna need to figure out how to reproduce these. Here.
And Gray is just going to take one of them.
Well,
Mm.
here, I think on the 3rd floor is where the gardeners are. It's been a bit since I've been here myself. We could probably get you some seeds. I don't know how they would fare outside of the Feywild, but we could always try.
You know, that would be great because I have a feeling that he's gonna just rant and rave about this smoothie, and I can't recreate otherwise.
Great, dude. Come on.
As they are,
You
as
run
they
a
are
bus-
discussing this, we'll mage hands the berries over to Flora, Glam, and Muffin.
No, I want a 3-tiered cake. One layer to be chocolate. The second
you,
layer
like-
to be.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Second layer, hear me out. Raspberry jam through the middle. And then the third layer is a big old, colorful dough thing. I don't know. Make a cake.
Make a cake.
Make sure you put
Basil.
vegetables in there. This kid does not eat any, and she needs the vegetables.
No green stuff. No vegetables, Marcus, you know.
Yeah, no
Marcus.
vegetables, Marcus.
Mar-
And
Make
he,
a good friend.
you hear as he casts message, and you hear it, and he like essentially whispers it, so just you can hear Zazel, and he's like, "Oh, don't worry. When we're in the Feywild, all of the food she eats is baked goods. However, it's got all of the nutrition she could possibly need, like a vegetable."
I'm gonna think in my head, which I don't know that I can reply to message, but I'm going to think in my head, oh man, that's good, because that kid eats nothing but sweets, and that bothers me.
It's not gonna change.
Why are you talking to yourself, Zazel?
I was thinking that in my head as I'm drinking my smoothie.
Laura is now like sitting in Marcus's lap because she missed him and she's giving him hugs.
All right, a cake. All right, we'll have a
This is
cake.
adorable.
We'll rest for a minute, and then shall I give you the tour on our way up? I guess to visit
Yes.
a queen.
So, Gray, you're gonna want these seeds. If you can get these seeds to actually work outside the Feywilds, that's going to make your bar more popular than any others. Think what you can do. You can put it in beer. You can put it inside of smoothies. You can put them in cakes. No one else is
Mark-
gonna have access to this. That's going to give you exclusivity. That's what I'm
Yeah, except then people are going to ask
Yeah,
about
if you
where
do
they
that, I
came
would
from.
certainly keep it on the down low.
Yeah.
Some of the people
don't
in
tell
that
people
city
what
are
it
just
is.
absolute psychopaths.
Or where you got it.
Sparkling raspberry juice.
Oh my God, we can start a what's that word called? Where you put people in underground, like you hush about it.
Oh, are you talking about the
Speak easy. That's it. That's the word I'm looking for.
The smugglers were here?
yes. No.
Big
Speak,
theories, yeah.
speak,
Raspberries.
no. Speakeasy is for illegal drinks
In for the sauce.
and for playing card games.
Yeah,
Not
that's
the-
I mean, putting it in alcohol. That's what it is.
Not like those weird people who like to play card games on like horseback or whatever.
Wait, what?
Card games
That
on
would never work. The wind is
motorcycles.
too strong.
Oh my god, I knew that's what you were referencing.
Oh,
Oh,
goodness.
Jesus.
Sorry, I had to throw it out.
I suppose you could play solitaire on the horseback, or
No. They like
blackjack. You
jousting-
could play
it's like
blackjack.
jousting. It's like jousting, but for whatever reason, it's like they place the cards on the back of on the horse, rush by each other, tell each other what hands they've got, and then they try to draw without falling off the horse.
Why don't people just lie about that? They can't see what your hand is.
I'm sure they do, honestly.
This seems like a poorly thought out game.
It definitely is.
It really
Very much
is.
so.
I think most people make up the rules.
Oh, absolutely.
Didn't
Someone
one
like-
guy stand on the edge of something and pretend it was going to like knock him off of it and kill him, even though like it's not gonna work? It's an illusion.
Look, I have this idea for painted cards that you can put on the table, and a minor illusion of the picture on there will come up, and they will fight.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm
No,
gonna-
I heard about that. That was what I was talking about. The guy was standing on the edge saying, "Oh, it's gonna knock me off," but it won't because it's an illusion. Illusions don't do
Can't.
that.
I can't.
See, I am a gambler, but I feel like having to get cards out of a pack far more profitable.
You know, I think we could get this to catch on.
I
If
mean,
he takes
I'm not
out like a
much of
tiny
gambler. I
notebook
don't
and
like
starts
losing
writing
money.
this down. I think I'm going to give this to Ethan. We'll see if he can enchant some cards for me.
Hey, but that's their
will-
idea.
You know what? I don't really like gambling that much. However, if you are able to make these cards be like a wizard, but instead gender bend it to some blonde that's scantily clad, I would buy that.
Look, I have the skills. I could probably draw some of that for you.
I'm sorry, I should have muted. This is fucking hilarious.
I can probably, honestly, why do I not just I don't know.
You can get
Draw-
people
draw-
to shout, get your game
gonna draw-
on.
Oh
I'm
god.
I'm going to draw some of the steel shot in scantily clad armor.
Oh, but you got to gender bender them. Otherwise, it's just. I mean, it's still kind of sexy. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I would.
Exactly.
They're in great shape. I'm in good shape. But man,
It's going to be both. Why not also put some mystical creatures on there too?
I never understand what
I'm
they're
not
talking
much for the
about.
monsters thing. You know, I picked up this one book one time. It was
As he
Beauty and
just
the Beast, and it was
quietly
a
looking
really
at you, Flora, and
slutty
he's like,
version.
let's talk about cake, Flora.
Yes, I'm going to make D&D Yu-Gi-Oh.
I don't normally talk about cake. That's
Zazel finally
rude.
realizes that he has a kid in the audience. Oh, shit.
And she just pokes Marcus
You know better.
Gray's going
Flora.
to finally hold his hand out actually to Marcus.
Oh, yes.
Sorry, I was just a little angry earlier. I will actually introduce myself. I know you were told my name is Gray. I was just mad that you attacked Flora for a test, and you're her brother. And that's all. I will let it go now.
Well, thank you very much, Gray. I apologize again. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Marcus, my name is Zazel. Still don't like you until we fight. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know if you were holding back. I wasn't impressed. But your sister is under great care with me. One thing I said is I will not leave the mines unless she leaves the mines when we first left. Again, I didn't even want her to be with us. No offense, Flora, you hold yourself just fine. Except for today.
Well,
Let's not mention that.
I
Look,
will
we all
say,
miss sometimes. I saw you with a couple of times as well.
Flora is very, very skilled for someone of her age.
Ooh.
She's very, very skilled for somebody a decade older than her.
Mm-hmm.
Look, man, I'm gonna be honest with you. When she becomes an adult, I want to fight her.
Oh,
Bring it on.
maybe not.
I'm always up for the challenge.
Let's
And that's
go.
why I'm not really fond of you right now, because I do feel like you were holding back on me, and I really don't like it when people hold back. I'm not a child. I can take it.
Hey.
I trust that you can. However, the goal was to not kill anyone today.
That's fired. Pew 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 pew. Sorry.
That's why we will fight at a later date. Of course, it won't be to the death if you can have an arena like this, because I'm pretty sure Glam would have killed that person. Glam's a murderer. Glam's killed like 4 people already.
Not on purpose.
I'm just gonna punch Zazel in the arm for that.
Come on,
Dude,
I'm joking.
dude,
That's a joke. Come on.
dude.
And
No.
And Baron the bugbear, he actually just kind of gives Glam just the lightest punch on the shoulder. He's like, "It's quite the headache."
Yeah, I can. Weirdly enough, I still. It feels weird. I'm slightly in 2 places. I don't know what the hell I did.
Magic is what you did.
Ooh. The kitten. Ah.
It's true.
Magic like this, and I cast light on a candle that's near us.
Well done. Nice trick.
Yeah, thanks. My sperm donor gave it to me.
Oh boy.
That's-
Anyway,
that's
what
a
was this about? A tour?
Oh, absolutely.
Yes.
Has everyone eaten? Are we ready to move?
Yeah, we're good.
All right. Well, let's go then. And as he stands and sort of waves his arms, the whole room around you shifts.
Bleh.
Okay.
Eee!
It is still like a beautiful moss floor that you're standing upon. The table has vanished, and the room is probably now 50 feet wide, 50 feet across, and just ornate woodwork along the walls, very carefully carved, depicting all manners of scene of nature, owls in flight, deer roaming through meadows, rabbits prancing, etc., etc. With probably every 10 feet, and the ceiling or the floor, no, the ceiling is outside of your field of view currently. It just goes up and up and up, with torches probably every 10 feet. They're just a myriad of light, bright colors, sort of pastel-y. And you see now there are doors to either side of you, and a staircase towards the back of the room that extends sort of upward and curves back, beautifully wrought out of stone, and the rails are also intricately carved wood wrapped in ivy running all the way down, with flowers sort of hanging from the ivy.
This is bigger than any place I've ever seen in my life.
It is
Nice.
a special space. Some time ago, I believe that my present queen's predecessor decided that it would be better if we moved the court into a building where we could sort of arrange the space as needed, but keep it all condensed. People just kept running into each other's activities. It was a bit of a mess.
I can imagine.
Are you saying the whole court is in here?
Indeed.
Oh.
You're gonna hear Zazel on the side going, "What? What?" Clearly got motion sick from that.
Most of us, I think, did, other than Flora.
Whee!
Dude, what
Used
the?
to.
Oh, what was that? What?
Not so tough now.
I'm not used to moving like that. That was like worse than being on a ship. Oh my god.
The fuck is that ship?
Let it out.
How do you know
All right,
about being
all
on a
right.
ship?
No, I can't let it out. That's disrespectful to your brother. I'm not gonna.
No, it's okay. I barfed in front of him before. Let it out.
Oh, that's what the
But,
moss floors are for. Sometimes people throw up. It's okay.
I was going to say, honestly, it is better for you to let it out. It's going to hurt far more if you keep it in.
No, I'm gonna keep it in, and I'm gonna feel awful the rest of the time.
It's over.
As he holds up an arm, a little bird sort of flips down and lands on his finger. He's like, there's tons of wildlife in here. Of course, they just sort of go in the moss. It's okay.
Actually, Zazel, I think you're stepping in some deer doo.
I'm gonna see that Muffin is like right next to me, anticipating me vomiting, so he can eat it.
He's like doing that tilt head thing, like you're gonna
I
let
so,
it go.
look, honestly, if you do anything on anybody, I can apparently clean it up.
Oh.
I do not know.
I'm good.
The sad sounds.
We're gonna be okay.
Okay.
I'm getting my bearings. We're all right. All right, we're good.
So, back through that door is where you friends came in. That leads back outside as he gestures to his right and to his left. He's like, and through here. And as he walks over and opens the door, he opens it out to just sort of like a soft flowing riverbank. We do fishing here. Often others come to just sort of relax by the river. It's quiet today. And he gestures off. He sort of like puts his head through the door. He's like, you can see down there. There's a fellow fishing right now.
Look my head.
Wait, how the hell? How do you catch fish?
Yeah, how do you just grab it by your hands, right?
Yeah, you can totally jump in there and like bear grab them with your hands.
I mean, you
I'm
can.
gonna try it.
The preferred method for most people is a stick with a string on it.
That's weird.
No, grab it with your hands.
Here,
That's
let me
very
see if
weird.
I can do it. Get close to the water, see if I can just snap.
All right, yeah, make a dex check, athletics check, sleight of hand check. I don't know, something you think that would help you catch a fish.
All right, there's not very many things that I think are gonna help, but let's see.
Survival, maybe?
Survival.
Medicine?
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. I'm joking. Let's go ahead and just go do raw dexterity. I think that's gonna be the best option.
All right.
No, that's a 9.
9. And you see a fish, and as you reach out, you go to grab in, and it just between the refraction of the water and just not being used to it, the fish just kind of quickly darts away from your hand.
Can I try?
Oh, I did my best. I'm still a little sick. That's
Sure, by all
absolutely
means,
why-
I guess if you'd like to try catching a fish, Flora, just remember, where you can swim.
Uh-huh.
Can I?
I was going to say she might be able to just walk out of there.
Can I? That's a 7.
7.
That's worse than me.
Same. You jump right in. You're like, I'm gonna get it, and just right between the hands.
Slippery.
Okay. Can I roll survival to try?
Sure.
I
You're
was
just
going
gonna
to
see Gray. lean
Welcome to
down.
fishing hour.
Didn't expect this, DM, did you?
Nope.
Everyone tried to grab a fish with their bare
I did
hand.
not.
You're just gonna see Gray put his hands in the water. He rolled a 22
Oh my god!
and just yank a fish out.
Yeah,
you
without any
shift it a
trouble,
little
you
bit
just
while you
put
do
your hand in the water and just sort of wiggle the fingers until the fish gets close, and just softly grab the fish and lift it up.
Dude, it's so easy. You just gotta.
Oh, Gray, come on, you cheated. You're supposed to snag it by the neck,
I was
obviously.
going, I was
I
going to
don't
say,
want to kill it, and I put the fish back in the water.
What are you doing? Oh, we're supposed to eat that.
We just ate.
I don't think I'm
Um,
vegetarian because I do eat fish.
You're pescatarian.
I would say,
I was
and that's
about to
why I
say,
said sort of. I also eat fish.
Oh, hey!
Pescatarian. Yeah.
Vegetarian bros.
Could I sleight of hand it?
Just
Sure.
shoot it with your gun. Just fucking shoot it.
You put your fist out, by the way, and Gray's going to just put his hand on top of your fist.
I'm gonna
Paper
twist
beats
my
rock.
hand real quick and like do the thumbs up motion, but it's back towards me like I'm hitchhiking. And I'll be like, it's a turkey.
and Gray's actually going to crack a smile at that.
I knew I could get you to smile eventually.
What
Hey,
you
look,
got,
they're gonna
Graham?
shoot. They're gonna shoot a fish, and I'm gonna point it at Gray or not Gray. But that's fine.
Glam.
Okay, I apparently have no choice but to fucking shoot a fish.
No, you can try whatever you want. I was just fucking with you.
Floor is like soaking wet.
Could I sleight of hand it? That is a totally unnatural 20.
All right.
Yep.
Yeah, it takes you just like a sec to sort of get a feel for it as you kind of your hand in and slide around, and you just quickly hand snaps out and you grab one.
This is weird. This is weird. What? Why is it so slimy?
Fish.
Slaps.
'Cause it's
slaps
wet.
Glam, slaps Glam in the face with the tail and pops back into the water.
And yeah, and down on the other side of the riverbank, you see now there's just like a tiny little satyr man with a fishing pole in his hands, and he's like, you hear him call out, he's like, "Hey! Stop scaring the fish!"
Oh my god.
What's your name?
I'm gonna go to Gray. What the hell is that?
Hello.
It's a satyr.
I was going to say,
It's a
I think.
satyr.
Look, I think that man owns a bridge.
You gonna attack me?
No.
And he goes, "Jaff! The name's Jaff! Stop scaring the fish!"
I like your horns, Jeff.
Thank you!
You
So
own a
is it-
bridge.
Satyrs are nice then? They don't hurt.
I mean,
No, I don't own a bridge. Get out of the water!
I mean, Zazel, they're kind of just like everybody else.
I'm sorry, I've never seen one before. I don't usually like being rude, so that's why I'm whispering.
That's
No,
why
I understand. But yeah, they're just
They're people, right?
yeah.
Oh, okay, I get that. I got that.
He seems very much like a nice person. Also, just gets out of the water.
Yeah, I'm gonna get out of the water.
Yeah, my
Uses-
pants are wet.
Uses prestidigitation to help dry everybody off.
you're putting that right over my crotch.
At least somebody is.
Ah!
It's been like how long we been in here? Like what, 2 days? God, it's been forever.
All right. Well, so this is the river. Is there anything else you'd like to try?
No.
All right. Well, follow me. And he leads you out.
If
Oh,
you were new here, what would you try?
I guess I don't know. I tried catching fish, I think, on my first attempt as well. I mean, I was a child, but
Did you get one?
no, I don't think I did.
Okay, I feel better now. All right.
But
I'm still gonna say it's because I'm sick.
I think that the common method is typically for fishermen, they just use a stick and a string.
That's boring.
It's quite interesting to say the least.
You need a spear or something.
Some
Honestly, it
people
seems-
spear fish. I
It
just
honestly
don't think
seems
it's
like
as
it would take-
effective as the stick and string. Some people just net them.
It seems like it would take quite a while with the fishing, with the stick and string method.
Well, they put a hook on the end of the string and, maybe like a worm or something. Have you never heard of fishing?
No.
Look, to be fair, I do not get out of the city much.
Oh.
Actually, I have never been out of the city until today. Was it 2 days
Marcus,
ago?
there really isn't much for them to attempt they didn't know what an ocean was.
Oh,
Oh
Right,
my god,
you're
your Grey goes
from
on with the
Lascaux.
ocean thing again.
born and
Oceans aren't
raised. That
real.
makes sense.
Water as far as the eye can see, that's impossible.
Oh,
That really does sound quite implausible.
It's
it's
definitely
but it's not.
Oh,
A-
Yep.
After
no,
coming
no,
here,
the ocean is very
impossible
real.
has just. I was going to
No.
say after coming here, impossible has more become implausible. So, it is a possibility, but I do not think that it is. Well, to be fair, not someplace I would like to go.
as
Honestly, it's not
impossible
that
as
bad.
Earth.
God damn it!
no,
We
it's not
gonna, we gonna see the queen.
We will. Well, that she's, we've got some floors to tour through, though.
So,
but
Queen,
for my two unbelievers of oceans, would you like to see? I can at least conjure an illusion. I've been to the ocean before.
Oh my god,
illusion's one
please.
thing, but like seeing the actual ocean's a different thing.
Uh,
If it exists.
Well, here, I will show you my best memory of it. And being back in this central antechamber where he actually has control over it, he does. He shuts his eyes for a second and kind of focuses. And you can still feel like the moss. Nothing physically has changed, but you can see in front of you the room appears to have opened out into just a wide expanse of white sand and then rolling waves to the edge of your eyesight.
This is too peaceful. This is not real.
No, that's exactly what it's like.
You're saying that my land, my city, has an ocean somewhere.
Well, your city doesn't. This is,
Not the city, outside of it.
We can't go outside of it.
I mean, you can. I know they have big walls that prevent you from it. No, this ocean is actually, from your city. It would be, goodness, quite some distance to the east. It's probably a 3 days ride from Evandir.
Wait, what?
I don't know what you're talking about.
You should.
Uh,
The city is on like lockdown. People don't enter or leave.
We can't go outside. We'll die.
It is quite dangerous outside. I honestly do not know why Well, how Emperor is supposed to be visiting?
Boy, I'm
Crazy
glad
man.
we're missing that. That guy he doesn't seem like the best kind of sort of person, you know?
Well,
Do you not know the place that you left your sister?
no, I'm worried that you don't know the place where you left, where you're from.
No, I know exactly where we're from. I'm literally from the military there, and they don't let us outside.
Do they tell you it's death out there?
Yes.
Oh, absolutely.
We'll die immediately.
It's probably less dangerous than the Feywild forests.
Oh, it's they
When's the last time you were there?
they also have a really strict
Year and a half?
crackdown on magic. So
Yeah, they don't let magic because magic's dangerous. I had to be certified. I gave my certification to Glam because, let's be honest, Glam's way more dangerous than I am.
Yeah,
Just
Ray's gonna punch you in the shoulder
you'll,
again.
You'll see Glam wilt a little bit.
Well, Gray, you're dangerous too, but like, come on. You
Gotta
don't have
stop
random
bringing-
shit happen.
Oh my god.
You're in more control.
I'm gonna punch you in the shoulder again.
that's a
Your punches do nothing.
fair amount that we can get to as we walk. All right, so, and we'll do it slowly this time to allow your eyes to adjust, or perhaps you just like to shut your eyes, young man, before.
I'm gonna lay on the ground and
Um,
just close my eyes.
Okay.
Glam is just going to keep watching.
And a moment later, he gradually lets the walls kind of come back in, and it shifts back into the vision you were in prior.
All right, I'm gonna stand up. All right, hey, that was a lot better. I'm feeling
Is that-
like, I'm not gonna. Oh,
Who would want motion sickness? All right.
That is
So,
very interesting, to say the least. I
Should
did not
we-
know somebody could do that with magic.
it's just I mean, it's mostly a trick, right? And that's just an illusion. You can see through it. You could probably still walk over and just tap the walls. They're still there.
I mean, to be fair, most of my magic, I honestly do not. I'm not really the one who's casting it. It is just holds out their hand, and a small flash of red and gold light. The revolver appears. It is mostly this.
I mean, the magic is clearly coming from you.
hey, Glam. I know we're talking and kind of on friendly terms now, but let's keep some secrets, okay?
But at
Look,
any rate,
Look, they.
your
look,
secret to
I
tell.
am-
But at any rate, should we head upstairs?
Yes.
Sure.
Sure.
What's upstairs?
Well, follow me. And he leads you up the stairs, and it opens back up into another sort of like similar courtyard area to the one before. He's like, here, and there's another 3 doors here. He's like, to the right, there's a dance hall. Quite lovely.
Glam makes note.
So, dance hall. Are all the ladies here actually landmasses, or are there some who might actually be impressed by someone like me?
Land masses.
Yeah, we met one.
That is an unbelievably unkind way to describe a lady.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to offend. I'm ignorant. She was a beautiful landscape. How about that? Is that better?
He's talking about Margaret.
Margrave.
Yes,
Oh.
Margaret.
Oh, no, she's just a dryad. That doesn't make her a landmass.
Oh, I thought she was the land.
Well,
Wait.
sort of. She's just tied to the land.
Oh, so I
Um,
could have tried to do my thing there then, right?
I suppose so.
That would have been cool.
But yeah, yes,
So,
there's a number of people in the Fey Courts of all heights, sizes, etc.
I'm sorry. Did Glam put 2 and 2 together about what the other creature was when was stuck because of the shambler?
Oh, yeah, from that, you can assume she was very similar, yes, also, much like how Margrave was.
We actually, was a dryad who actually brought us here.
Oh,
Oh, no,
interesting.
you're saying I punched someone like Margrave?
I think so.
That's not good. I feel bad about that.
I mean, to be fair, we did not know what was going on. She, I don't know what was going on. She got stuck.
You're talking about the giant hulking vine thing.
No,
right?
no, it's a girl.
I mean, I did punch her.
Well,
But then again, she did attack. I think it was you, Gray, that she attacked first. I could be wrong.
I
It
don't-
could have been Flora.
some
There's
of
one of
them,
you.
some of the crossings have been a bit strange as of late.
She seemed to have been stuck, bouncing between here and our plane.
Oh, that sounds awful.
It was. She was in so much pain, and unfortunately, after we defeated the creatures that was holding her, she disappeared.
Tragic. But
So
it sounds
that
like
could
you
happen
helped her perhaps find peace.
I think we did.
I
That's
can
good
only
then.
hope.
But would you like to see the ballroom?
I would love to see them.
Always.
And he opens the door, and as it opens, you immediately hear just like a bright, joyful sort of like tune being played on a number of stringed instruments, as well as a pair of bagpipes.
What are those beautiful sounds?
And as you step in, there is sort of just like, it's dim. It's probably like sort of a late evening kind of vibe, with a nice wide open grassy field, and sort of stretched all the way around it are these, I'd say like 10, 12 feet tall trees, but at the ends of each of these trees, where it would normally just be standard branches, each one ends in just like soft glows of brightly colored lights. And it's casting just like a really nice light all over this this open floor, where a number of people, some looking similar to Marcus, being of that tall and beautiful demeanor, male, female, etc. Some you have no way of telling. Satyrs. There's even, you know, a few dancing like animals and so forth, sort of just swaying and dancing and doing jigs. Yes, thems.
How are they dressed?
Everyone is in just beautiful finery.
Yeah, this is not like the Pitts raves. They're dressed way too fancy. This is more like the upper crust.
And he leans down to you, Flora, and he's like, Flora, would you like to dance?
I'm not dressed appropriately, but yes.
Well, for you, Flora, they can make an exception.
Ooh.
As he just kind of picks you up by the elbows
Ah!
and sort of swings you around for a minute or three.
She's got like just the biggest smile on her face. Just, I will say, as she's dancing with him, she's still holding that Eton doll because he's not there.
Glam is feeling a little bit out of place at the moment, going to shift their, not their form, but their cloak to look far more fancy. I keep forgetting for all this time that I have a cloak of many fashions, so I'm going to fucking use it.
Aha!
Nice.
Nice.
Fancy.
And while he's just spinning Flora, sort of aimlessly moving back and forth, he's like, come, dance if you'd like to. You don't have to, but, you know, it sounds like you've had a hard couple of days. Take a moment's load off.
Okay. Glam's going to grab Gray's hand and drag them out onto the floor.
Okay.
I mean, it is a short time apiece. We might as well. Who knows what's going to face us later?
I'm back.
Back.
All right.
Okay.
While you were gone, Marcus, asked the both Glam and Gray to also take a moment to dance. Just, it's been a stressful couple of days. Quick, take a dance for a moment.
Those two are dancing?
Yes.
Anyone else around that does not have a dance partner?
There's a number of people. You can make a perception check.
All by yourself.
As a follow-up.
Oh no, trust me. This is where he fucking excels at.
Ren and Og are also both standing behind you.
Natural 20. I'm ignoring Ren and Augur because they're weak and I don't care. Natural 20 on my perception check.
All right. Quick glance of folks about. There is a another satyr who looks similar to the gentleman you had just seen fishing, in a nice waistcoat and a pair of pants that extends to just the knees. He's probably like 4'2", and he's currently by himself, just kind of softly kind of dancing a jig, looking about. Currently, off to the right, standing under a tree, there is a tall woman who looks similar to Marcus in like that elvish nature, but her skin is sort of like a soft auburn color, with like a deep red hair, with some just autumn leaves sort of dappled through her hair as it's pulled back. And she's wearing just like a very, very fine green gown.
She's taller than me, right?
About an inch, probably.
Okay. And Zeta's shorter than me.
Yeah, he's like 4 feet tall.
Okay. Very important questions.
Is
there anybody else?
There's a deer wearing like a very nice silk bow wrapped around it, just sort of bobbing its head off to the side.
God damn, that's interesting.
Is there just oblivious sheep around?
So I'm gonna nudge Muffin. I'm gonna point over at the deer, and then I'm just gonna make my way towards the lady that you were describing.
Okay.
I really, really, really want Muffin to dance with this deer and not eat her. If he eats her, I'm gonna be a little sad.
Follow him over.
So I will approach this lady and be like, "Madam, would you care to take this dance from a foreigner?"
And as she looks at you with a wide smile, she's like, "What a fun proposition! Absolutely. Do you have any dances that you bring from a foreign place?"
We have something called a rave.
Oh my god, Zazel's gonna start a rave.
Is that a dance? Can we do that here?
Do you know Fairy Fire?
Do I know fairy? Of course, absolutely.
Do you think the people can play a little more upbeat music and like build up like the feeling until they just drop the beat?
Maybe.
I think we can get this to work.
The only problem with that, I think we'd have to ask in advance.
So how about you teach me the dance of your land?
Okay.
I am the one here that needs to learn.
Certainly. Well, I'll lead then. And she takes you by the hand and drags you out there. Make a... Goodness. You can do performance or dexterity.
I would like to do dexterity. Can I do acrobatics? Is that yes or no?
Yeah, you can acrobatics it.
Okay, that is much better. Zazel's much better at acrobatics.
Yeah, you're kind of feeling your way through it, and you're moving your body in ways that you're not necessarily the most used
Holy
to. But...
fucking shit! I rolled another natural 20. That's 26.
Damn.
Nice.
And you get a feel for it pretty quickly as she takes you, and she just starts, doing like a little bit of like a 4-step, and then as the song itself picks up a little bit, and it quickly starts turning into more like jumps and twirls and spinning. And partway through, she passes you off to just a tall elvish man with black hair who just laughs and jumps and spins with you as well before passing you off again. And quickly, just hand after hand, you're passed between people. but
Yeah,
it's quite
him
joyous.
slut at the floor.
And Marcus actually also, he spins you over towards both Glam and Gray. And he sort of passes you to Glam and tries to grab you, Gray, if you're willing to switch.
I am willing to switch.
And he spins you away and he's like, so, you said they're from the city. Where are you from?
I'm from, my brain is stupid. Is it the Starlight Grove?
Correct.
Yeah, the Starlight Grove.
Oh, well. That's relatively close to here.
Yeah.
What, but you were living in the city?
Not necessarily on purpose, but, yeah, I had, left and wound up there.
I see. Well, how long ago was that?
Ooh. Over there, 5 years ago.
We haven't had any word from the Starlight Grove in a bit. We've sent emissaries over to check in, but no replies.
None?
No. But the paths traveling the Fae have been a bit strange as of late. There's been a bit of an odd business with it, so we just assumed that it was probably something of that nature rather than anything else.
Oh, well, there's a lot of odd things happening, like, stars disappearing, so.
Well, yes, that's in fact why they had wanted to send emissaries.
That was part of the reason why I had left home. Does this mean you've heard no word at all?
Not in quite some time now.
Oh.
I
When was the last time you sent an emissary?
I'm not 100% sure. We can check with the Queen. I'm sure she would know better. But I wouldn't worry too much. It was more of a simple send a message to check in, and maybe the message got lost. So I wouldn't say that we sent out a search party to ensure that everyone was safe. I'm sure it's probably nothing of the sort.
Okay. However, with that, Gray is definitely gonna stop dancing and kind of move off to the side.
My apologies. Perhaps we should continue with the tour.
Yeah, I mean, we can let them dance for a bit.
I'm gonna look at Glam and be like, if you're trying to get in my pants, you're gonna have to dance really well. I've danced with a lot of people here tonight.
I mean, to be fair, I do not need to get into your pants.
At present, Zazel, currently, and something you actually have likely never seen before. He's a figure in a finely cut jacket, broad and solidly like 6'7" or so, with just like a deep green skin. Has begun spinning you and occasionally just lifting you and twirling you through.
Oh, looks like I'm going this way.
Bon voyage!
As he looks down. I've not seen you before.
Call me Zazel. I'm from the material plane.
Ah, quite some way from home.
Yeah, trying to get back. You don't know how, do you?
Can't say that I do. I've been here for quite some time.
Oh, what's your name?
Grog.
Grog. Wait a minute. Does he look orcish at all?
Yes, yes.
And I'm going to start speaking Orcish. I had brothers that I fought alongside of that are very similar to your heritage. How'd you end up here?
He says in Orcish back to you, traveled from, Evandia, and some time ago, and 20 or so years.
Well, that's quite a long time. Do you like it here? Do you want to go back to the material plane with me, or do you prefer it here?
Oh no, I love it here.
Shame. We can use strong men like you, and I'll suggestively touch his shoulder as I say that. We can use more men like you in Glasscore.
And he smiles, just like a warm smile, tusks kind of poking out. He's like, I'm touched, really. However, I did move here to ensure we would remain with my wife.
Understand. You are a lovely dancer. Your wife is a very lucky lady.
Ah, why thank you.
Finish out my dance with him and shake his hand firmly. Walk back over to Glam. Yeah, he's taken.
If you see Aaliyah in the library, tell her Grod's enjoying the dance and she should come down.
Is she as strong as you, my friend?
No, certainly not.
That was a good choice of words.
You-
Now give him a wink.
Well, to be fair, if you're feeling lonely, Zazel, it's going to take quite a lot of work to get into my pants as well, as they sashay off.
That's in the
Performance
chat.
above game performance check of 21. So,
For your dancing?
yes.
Yes, phenomenally done. It takes you no time at all to get the hang of the step that is sort of like what everyone appears to be kind of currently doing.
For that, I'll look at your butt.
Booty.
That's a pretty good booty.
Floor's just being swung around, it's fine.
I mean, you're child dancing.
Yeah,
You're like
you know,
dancing on feet
The
and stuff.
feet are flying in the air, just holding on by the hands.
I will take a small dance with Flora as well, since everybody's dance with everybody. But it's like the swinging around or feet on feet thing.
Uh-huh. It's definitely the swinging.
Yeah, I'm definitely swinging around. I'm a strong guy, so I'm gonna hold on to that. As we're doing, I'm like, hey Flora, no matter what, we're gonna get out of here. You're gonna be safe, all right?
I know.
I know. I may not be your brother, but you can treat me like that until we get back to where we're going, okay?
Okay. It's okay, though, because, when it comes down to it, you kind of act like sometimes poopy head, but then again, so does Ethan, so I'm kind of used to it.
Sorry for not liking your brother, but he did attack us.
He's great.
He kept coming at you. And I
Yeah,
made
yeah,
sure he
well-
couldn't get to you.
Well, yeah, I mean, like, I used to train with him, and he used to attack me, and I'm kind of used to it, and
Do you want me to do that? Do you want me to randomly attack you from now on?
you can try.
All right, little one.
Uh-huh.
Here, go to Glam. I'll literally throw her at Glam.
Whee!
Catch me, bitch.
Oh god.
I
I'm
won't
not
make you
kidding.
roll for that. We'll assume that
I was,
it's a soft enough throw that you're good.
Yes.
Oh no, I won her. No, I'm kidding.
I was gonna say, I thought I would think that Zazel would yeet her.
He just yeeted me like a football.
We're fine. Make a dex.
We were
or
just talking
strength
about
check
attacking her randomly, so yeeting her is random.
to try and catch Flora.
What was the roll again?
Strength or dex.
Catch me, bitch.
That's an 8.
Oh god. Oh my god.
Flora, also roll a dex check for me.
Okay. Oh no, Dex.
I am a dancer, not a.
I will keep you safe, then yeets her.
A 10.
10. Between the two of you, it's certainly not graceful, but as you sort of fumble out, she just kind of grabs your shoulders and hangs on for dear life.
Marcus, help me! I don't want to dance anymore. Let's keep going.
Right. I think that
Put her on the
perhaps
floor.
we can move forward with our tour a little if you'd like.
Yes, that was very fun. I kind of got it there for a little while. Like, did it normally pass people around like that?
Oh, certainly. And It seems that being a human, yes?
No, no,
Oh,
not
well,
exactly.
you look very human, and for
Thank
many
you.
of the
I
people
would
here,
prefer to be that.
humans are fascinating to everyone, so it makes
We're so
sense.
bland. We're literally nothing's interesting about us.
Well, you have, round ears. Many of your kind can grow these magnificent beards.
I've never tried that. I've always shaved.
It's,
Maybe I should grow a beard.
Humans, for the most part, also have loving families, so there's also that.
Not exactly, my friend. Because our lives are so short, sometimes the men of the family feel a little left out, and they go and do something else instead of, raising their son.
I mean,
Oh.
to be fair, at least both of your parents are still alive.
I don't know if my dad's alive or not. I don't really care.
And see, that is the problem. I do still care. And just walks away.
okay then. Shall we head to the next room?
Yes.
Is it as fun as this one?
Oh, it depends on which room we choose next, but I suppose it could be.
Is he in there?
No, unfortunately, Flora. As I said, he's not in the Feywild currently.
Okay.
He is traveling quite far indeed.
And she just kind of looks at the doll, and it's just like, right at it.
And as you look over, so at this point, Muffin is just seated in front of the deer.
Oh my god, did Muffin eat the deer?
No.
No, seated with.
The deer is kind of just like, every once in a while glancing at it, kind of confused, as Muffin's just sitting there going, rah, 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 rah.
Oh.
Don't worry,
so-
Muffin. We'll work on your moves. Come here.
And the deer looks
I can-
over at you and is like, I tried very hard. Unfortunately, I don't speak owlbear.
You know what? I'm really glad that he understood not to eat you.
Oh, think nothing of it. Have a lovely evening, as he prances off.
You have a magnificent day. Thank you. I just talked to a deer.
How is that the weirdest thing you have done in this place?
That is absolutely the weirdest thing I've done recently. Taming a wild animal, that's weird, but not as weird as talking to a deer.
We talked to a Fey noble who gave up everything to become a farmer.
That man could have been crazy.
No, he actually seemed pretty sane.
We need to get the hell out of
Did you just say a noble who gave up everything to become a farmer?
Indeed.
That's what he claimed. I didn't believe him.
He also gave Grace a very pretty flower.
Oh, that's quite lovely.
Yeah.
I wonder, what did he look like by chance?
Arms about as
Well-
thick as a tree, I know that much.
DM, because my brain's stupid. Gray would remember.
I
He
did not write down.
He was also elvish in nature, about 6 feet tall, blonde hair. Yeah, arms like a tree.
I will describe that to him.
Wait,
He called himself Core.
that would be
It kinda
Coriat.
gave powers to an owl, so keep an eye out for a talking owl that has Fey
Powers
magic.
and powers and titles.
Oh, yes, no, this all makes plenty of sense now. That would be Coriat. He in fact is a noble, was, I guess, a noble. An owl showed up, yes, stating that it was now, Lord of... the Southern something or other. I don't... Coriat wasn't an important noble. But his wife is furious.
Oh, yeah.
Oh no.
Life.
Oh.
Well, he seemed quite happy though.
Why
Um,
does
did.
she go live with him as a farmer?
Some people are quite attached to the ranks and titles.
I don't know, man. Once you find a partner that you're willing to marry, you do anything for them.
Just again,
I
milk
don't-
some.
He didn't even
that.
tell her he was leaving. He just wandered off.
That makes me think less of him.
But
Yeah, plow his field.
she's rather irate, and the poor owl, he's worried he has to marry this woman now.
Is that how that works?
Well, if he's the lord and she's the lady, he's very concerned. There's no precedent for this. We have no idea.
So we have a map of where he's at. Would that help?
I suppose so. We could give it to his wife, I suppose.
That's up to you, Glam, if you want to give it up or not. You took it, didn't you?
I do believe I do have that map, don't I? I just don't have it in my inventory at the moment. Fuck.
Yeah, it doesn't exist. We lost it.
We just assume you have a map. It's okay.
Yeah. Yeah, he gave us a map to try and help us get here, as well as told us how to get across the bridge very quickly.
Oh, okay. Yeah, took a crossing. That makes sense.
The owlbear was amazing.
You should have seen it. I've never seen an owlbear. I mean, I've never seen an owlbear, but I've never seen
It
Muffin
looked
move like that.
it looked like he was walking forwards, but somehow moving backwards.
It was amazing, and they did this lean at the end of it. Beautiful.
There's something special
agree
about
so.
this owlbear. He's excellent.
Mm-hmm.
I knew it from the moment we saw him. I was like, I kind of want to fight an owlbear. And as soon as I saw Muffin, I was like, I don't want to fight this owlbear.
He is quite glorious.
I think the queen would like
I
him.
mean, look at his plumage.
The
Mm.
queen might very well
Seen the
like
more
him.
perfect owlbear.
You can fit so many owlbears in this owlbear.
Oh my god.
You know,
Relax.
Lamb, I don't think you could.
He is rather small, but I believe he's only about. He's not full grown yet.
No,
I
no,
meant
not
person-
quite. He's a bit of a
I
fledgling.
meant personality-wise.
Oh, certainly.
I'm just gonna climb on the owlbear so that way when I don't have to walk, you know? 'Cause
I got little legs. I'm kind of tired.
Fair enough.
25 feet of movement versus 30.
Because this part, he didn't eat that deer, which I really thought he might have eaten that deer.
just gonna snack on a zucchini muffin.
And as you guys head out to leave, Rynn and Og sort of begrudgingly leave the conversation they were in with the other satyr you saw, who's wearing the waistcoat and pants.
Aw.
Out of
They were having
curiosity,
fun.
could Glam do a perception check to see if they see a particular set of clothes somewhere in the grouping?
Oh, sure.
Meanwhile, I'm gonna be like, "Hey, Og, come on, we gotta go."
You know what
I
I'm
know you
looking
can say,
for.
Rynn.
Oh,
I do know what you're looking for. Yeah.
almost natural 20. Nope, it's a 4.
No, not,
I don't see
see
shit.
anything. Yeah. All right. Come on, Rynn.
I don't know why we're picking on Red.
Oh, poor Red.
I don't know why we're picking on him, but I chose him.
And
I mean, if
he
you're
leans
feeling
over
lonely,
to
you
the,
could prob- I
or
mean,
he looks
do you-
back at the little satyr and he's like, "It's a pleasure to meet you, Tyrrell."
So, I mean, to be honest, I'm looking at the two of them. Honestly, do you, after getting here, are you kind of still wanting to go home?
That's a good question.
You know what?
Is to get them home.
I know, but also, I know how it is down in the mines. It is not great, and that Taskmaster is an asshole.
Yeah, that's true. I guess we could say you two died out here. You'd have to give us some sort of clothing or some sort of symbol that you actually did die out here.
Ah, that's something to think on.
think about that before we get back home.
All right. And so, leading you back out, he's like, all right, everyone. So, would you like to see the library?
That's boring.
Books. I mean, to be fair, I may have called your brother a nerd, but I do rather enjoy some reading every once in a while.
Wow, nerd.
Flora,
Uh,
libraries are great, and you should see the inside of them more often.
Flora, join me making fun of my nerd.
I lessons are boring though.
But learning is
Marcus?
important.
Hey, you know how you said we could potentially check how long ago that emissary was sent?
Yes, certainly.
Could we maybe do that sooner rather than later,
Wait, emissary?
please?
Oh, sure, yes. If I suppose we can of course tour another time. Right this way. Let's head up and see if we can beg an audience from the Queen.
What?
Yeah, thank you.
We're going to talk to the queen now.
Out of curiosity, Gray, what's this about the emissary?
Well, apparently, more, no one's really heard from, where I'm from in a while, and I'm kind of worried.
So why don't we go, Gray?
Well, that's why I wanted to see when, the last time they heard from them was.
All right. So we'll do. I understand you're worried. You my life. Talk to the queen. See if we can find a way out of here. And then if we
Thanks.
can, we go check out to see where your folks are at. Make sure everything's all right.
Thank you. Sorry. I'm sure
No.
it's probably nothing. I just
No. Honestly, that does sound worrying.
Uh,
We're already here. It's going to be a lot harder to do that if we get back home.
he's like, so yes, up to the 8th floor we go then.
8th floor? Are there
Uh-huh.
stairs?
Oh yes.
Oh, sweet.
You just see Glam do the.
Glam, come on. Get on my back. It'll add extra weight. It'll make me get more gains. Come on.
I'm gonna climb on Marcus's back, cause I'm not walking all those stairs.
That's fine.
The little legs.
Fine. We'll also just because become small Glam again, just to be helpful.
How's this going to help? I want the resistance.
I am still the same weight.
You don't weigh very much.
It is what being homeless for a very long time has done.
Well, I feel really bad now. Thanks.
And so he leads you up then the stairs. You know, it takes a few minutes to climb up to the top. And the top floor, unlike all of the others, opens up into a much wider sort of forested field. So just a wide open expanse of a field with the forest sort of wrapping around it. And at the edge of the path, there is or the edge where the tree line is. There's a pair of sentries armored similarly to Marcus before a beautiful set of doors made what appear to be cut out of pure emerald. And as he leads you up,
Choke down the greed, Glam. Choke down the greed.
the
Zael's
two
there
guards
going, I wonder how hard it'd be to take this off the hinges.
step forward, but seeing Marcus, they nod. Is the Queen available for an audience presently? Or could you request for me? And the gentleman on the right is like, I will go check. And kind of like quickly pulls the door open just a smidge and pops his way in. 5 minutes pass, and another 5 minutes pass,
How long does it normally take to try and walk in there?
Hard to say. It could be that she was not prepared to take visitors, or she was conversing with someone else.
Laura's gonna do that really impatient kid thing that after a while where she just like yells,
Quinn, hello. It's
Like,
me.
put your armor away. Like, do they stay in that all day?
I mean, it still looks more comfortable than what's the steel shot wear.
It's... You work in shifts, like, we don't stand here all day long.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you. I was in the military, and they tried to get me to go to like heavy armor division, but this is how I knew I would never be steel shot. I couldn't wear that stuff all day. It hinders me. I can't move nearly as well.
I am sure it has nothing to do with the chafing either.
I mean, come on, the chafing. Like, they did make me wear it in boot camp, and crotch chafing is just crazy. As soon as there's a monk opening, yeah, sure, I had to take religion classes, but I was in on that, 100%.
And after another minute or two passes, there's a faint rumbling beneath your feet.
So this is how we die.
Now we're gonna punch them in the
I
face.
don't believe that we're going to die. The rumbling does intensify, and from beyond the doors, make a perception check. Group-wise,
Oh,
doesn't matter. Everyone can.
Oh, okay.
Woo. Yay!
Hooray. Oh, much better. 19.
9.
Jesus fucking Christ, this dice is cursed. 20.
Bad for me. 15.
15.
So, I know natural 20 doesn't actually mean it.
And it's
Success. It's pretty good.
for all but Flora. It's faint at first, because you hear it through the doors, but you hear almost like a wailing, like a scream.
Gotta punch something.
So, is that good?
I'm pretty sure that's a no, my friend.
And Marcus, no, that is absolutely not good. Get out of the way. I'm done with this. And he just steps past. And he's like, taking privilege of the first night, and pulls the door open.
I don't think that's a good.
I'm attached to his back, by the way.
Yes.
Oh shit, oh shit!
Can I reach out and grab him by the scruff of the neck? And, like,
No!
Uh,
I don't want to go.
And stepping through, it is a very, very ornate and beautiful throne room. Still forested and sort of lightly, I guess, carpeted with a faintly glowing soft blue moss. The walls are made entirely of knit branches that sort of wrap up to a domed roof. And to the back, up on a dais, there is a seated figure, currently head and hands, attended by 3 individuals that appear to look much like the one that just had poked his way in here. It is dark in there now. It's definitely low light, and the lights are flickering back and forth. And additionally, Glam,
We?
as you step through the threshold, you hear a voice go, "Oh, well, I guess I'll wait outside. I can't be your eyes in there."
Oh shit.
And as you step through, you feel temporarily that presence that you're so used to knowing is at least partially attached is cut completely off as the doors slap shut behind you.
Great, give me your shield.
Oh, okay.
What?
What?
In here.
What's in? Trying to just like adjust.
I hold out my shield to
Gray, Gray.
I cast
I-
light on her shield.
Ah,
Oh shit.
Or on
okay,
his shield, sorry.
okay. Here, hold for just a moment, please. As he as Marcus steps forward, and he's just wait here for a moment or two, if you don't mind.
Before I cast the light, I'm gonna be like, Marcus, it's okay to cast a spell in here, right? He can't see. And I'll point over to Gray.
I am.
No, sure, that's fine.
I actually could. I need that as well. Apparently, something
don't
weird
believe-
happened.
I don't believe you. Stay near Gray, and I'll cast the light on the shield.
And Marcus steps forward. He doesn't take you off his back or anything, Flora. So if you're still sticking to him, you just come right along.
Yeah.
And as he approaches the queen,
Gray, is this what it is always like?
and as he approaches the throne, he sort of, you still on his back, kneels down, and says to her, my queen, is it, what is it? And for a minute, she doesn't reply. She sort of, kind of, at this point, she's, and you guys can see this too from back on the other side of the room, because the room's not that big. It's probably like 20 feet to the dais where she's sitting. Right now, she's not a very big figure, and her face is in her hands, sort of just kind of dark and gloomy. It's hard to really even like get a focus on her. And as you get closer, Flora, you can see like her shoulders sort of like softly shaking. And 30 seconds, a minute later, she sort of like composes herself a little bit and sits up straight. And she looks at Marcus and she goes, "It's done. She's gone. Not the future. It's done." But we have guests, it seems.
Bonjour.
Little Flora.
Hi.
And she's gonna climb off Marcus's back and like scuttle over and take her hands.
Hello.
And you guys can visibly see as she interacts with Flora, this woman starts to light up. And as she sort of composes herself and smiles, the room itself starts to brighten as well. Wildflowers among the moss start just rising and blooming. The room goes from dim to like late summer afternoon, and you get a closer image of this woman's features. And her skin is just like bright liquid gold, with hair of almost like a glowing fire to match it. And these bright forest green eyes to match it. And her dress appears to be made entirely of wildflowers. And as she takes your hands for her, she's like, "It's been quite some time, little one. I hope you've been well."
I've been, but, you shouldn't cry, 'cause it makes your face all sad, and you're really pretty.
Thank you, little one. It's a bit of a hard time, but you've come. Did you come with friends?
And then she'll like look back at you guys and will motion for you to come closer.
Yes, and she raises her hand. She's like, "Oh, come, please."
Glam will shyly wave before moving forward and giving something between a bow and a curtsy.
Make my way forward, and I'll give her a standard Glasscore military salute, as she is queen. I feel like she needs the respect that she deserves.
All right.
And Gray's going to step forward and give a slight bow as well.
Okie dokie.
Bonjour.
Laura is totally in her lap right now because that's just how she is.
Don't think we need this anymore. And I'll gesture to the light, and I'll snap my fingers, and it'll stop. Sorry, my companion can't see in the dark.
Ah. My deepest apologies.
I'm just gonna look over at Marcus and then look over at the queen. And like should I ask or are you gonna ask?
Well, first, allow me to properly introduce myself. I am Torella. I am the queen of this realm, and a large portion of this land that it seems that you've traveled through.
Met some great friends, and I'll gesture over to Muffin there.
Yeah.
Is he allowed in here? I don't know what the protocols are in this court.
Oh, he certainly is. What a special little owlbear.
He's wonderful.
Mona says hello as well.
Mona.
She is a very sweet older lady. I hear she has a cat.
Oh, you're talking about the hag in the forest, yeah.
Who the fuck is a hag?
Oh! Yes, okay.
She was actually the one who told us we could go this way.
The old tail spinner, yes. Okay, that makes sense. Sorry. It's been several hundred years since I've had a conversation with her.
Honestly, neither of you look over a day over like 25.
It's... Thank you. What a nice thing to say. What brings you all the way here?
I guess I'll be the one to go, considering I'm clearly the outsider here. I want to get back to the material plane.
Okay. Well, that is a complicated answer. The answer is yes, but it is complicated.
So basically, just as a note, we were just kind of brought here by a dryad who had been trapped shifting between the planes.
Yes, well, I don't know the specifics. I'm sure that could have happened.
Quite curious what is going on. I hear we have this happen, we have stars disappearing. I am
That's
very
ours
concerned.
to talk on. That's.
I know, but look.
I want to get home.
No, I completely understand. But
I'm turning back over to the queen on this. What can I do to make this less complicated? I'm very capable.
Well, where is home, first and foremost?
Last score, material plane.
Oh, that's one of those, the walled cities, correct?
The only wall city, yeah.
Okay.
that means the Emperor has to come from somewhere, does he not?
The Emperor is not human like us. Well, like me. He will not die upon instantly going outside the walls.
Oh my.
I mean, I might be able to go out there. I'm not gonna lie to you, Queen. You probably know I'm not 100% human.
I think that there's some explaining you may need. Today is a bit of a bad day. The good news is you're on the material plane now.
What?
How is that possible?
That would require a very long explanation. To keep it short, my sister, who was previously me, I suppose, she was queen before I was queen.
Okay, I was about to say, are we getting into some weird,
She
You know what? I'm not going to ask.
she's gone, and I fear that a large portion, if not all, of the Feywild has collapsed into the material.
Wait. That... How can an entire plane collapse into itself? Onto another?
Well, how to explain? My sister she abdicated her throne as Queen of Summer when she became goddess of forests and natural things. And a good portion of that domain and realm that she was part of is the Fae. And without her, things are unstable. And the crossings were strange and things were wrong, and we thought perhaps she would be okay, but I didn't want to believe that the visions were correct, but
So, are you saying the stars disappearing were because of this instability?
possibly. That is an equally strange endeavor.
Oh, great.
So we're on the material plane. How do I get back to Glasgow?
I suppose you walk, or take a horse, or a stag.
My answer has been made. Right?
Okay, it seems... Just to my brain, at least, it seems like a lot of the weird happenings are somehow connected.
Insofar as I know, and I still have a measure of control over my realm. This is the only one. It's strange, though. Everything is less flexible. Yes, Laura?
Miss Queen, I think Gray wanted to ask about a mercery coming to Star Grove, right?
Laura, you're right. Yes. Great, you have the floor.
Spot on. So I'm from the Starlight Grove, actually, and Marcus here just told me that you guys have sent emissaries over there and haven't heard anything back. And I was just curious when the last time that you heard anything from them was.
A year or two, I think.
Oh, great.
Do you, if you're from there,
Yeah.
I've sent several emissaries and countless letters via bird or bat or any number of things. Who is the archfey that controls your plane?
Oh, I know this answer. I know this answer, but I can't find my notes for this. DM, please help me.
Okay, hang on. When the stars went out of course, we first sent messages to the Grove, and for the first year we heard nothing. It was 2 or so years of silence before finally a messenger came back. You're from the Grove. Are your family part of the observatory?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Well, last I heard from them, they were safe. They just had no answers for us. And they also could not tell me anything about whoever controlled the plane. The Fane determined to look at stars. Very frustrating.
Thank you.
You don't know what's going on over there, is that correct?
That seems to be the case.
We're
How about
not
this?
sure of much.
Find Blast Core for me. I'll go there and I'll come back with a message as to what's going on.
And she pauses for a second and she goes, Oh, Marcus, please, could you stand for a moment and be my knight if you wouldn't mind? And as he stands, he kind of shifts his stance a little bit as a sword kind of slowly materializes into his hand. And it's similar to the one that you've seen Flora use, but quite a bit more ornate. Just like a very, very pretty rapier, jewel encrusted, wrapped in vines.
Could as much as I hate to ask why you're doing this, could Glam kind of, I guess, insight or arcana that?
Oh, sure.
Because that seems familiar.
Yeah.
Uh, 18.
18. You get the sense that it's more of an effect based off of the weapon itself rather than similar to what you do.
Okay.
But it could, because a similar thing happens as the armor that you had seen him take off before kind of appears before him, and he grabs his shield off of his back and stands at the ready. And as he does this, there is a bit of a pounding on the doors up front.
And with all due respect, last time he did this, I had to punch him in the face. That's not going to happen, is it?
No, there will be no punching.
I do not wish violence in your court.
I apologize. I know it may seem a bit rude, but I would like a little clarification. When you say she is gone, do you mean she is left or something else? Your sister.
And as you ask this, the pounding on the door continues, and a voice, loud, tears through the doors and just screams, "It means dead! Let me in!"
Lamb, I think we need to take the side of the queen here. I'm going to turn towards the door.
And as the queen sighs, she just sort of waves her hand and the doors swing open. And entirely unaccompanied on the other side of these doors strides in a equally tall and every bit as magnificent as Torello, who you're standing beside, walks in. Gray, this is a figure you have seen before.
Oh.
Are they aggressive?
She's not aggressive. Just, she appears irate.
I'm gonna stand at the ready that if I need to, I will summon my gauntlets. So basically, you can see a slight glow in my hands as she's starting to approach.
Yeah. She stands close to 7 feet tall. Massive, just like white fur cape draped around her shoulders, and a strung bow made of what appears to be just like solid crystal also hanging there.
Gray is going to whip his hands out and grab Zazel's like fists and hold them down and be like, no.
Deep.
I'll look you directly in the eye, and as I do, you'll see the hands. I'll basically flick out my hands to like put them out, basically.
Yeah, Glam was also going to do the same, just as well, just like shuddering in fear right now.
Yes.
Just give you a nod, basically, that I trust you in this situation.
Pale blue-gray skin, and like a deep like icy blue hair. As she strides up and she's like, "He's dead, Torella. Not gone. Killed." Very little love lost between them as Torella lifts you very softly, Flora, and sets you down on the ground as she stands, and you can see as she stands, she almost like grows a little to match eye to eye with this woman. "I am aware gone can mean many things. Does not need to be shouted. What do you want?" And the other woman replies, "I want your declarations. We're going to war. It was enough every time something strange has happened. Every time another one of those monsters persecuted us, chased them, attacked the Fae, attacked the elves. Enough."
Wait, what? Whoa! I am so sorry, but what is going on? What is requiring war?
What? The
What
murder of a
monsters?
goddess is requiring a war.
Who can murder a goddess?
I'll take your hand real quick. This is
No.
beyond us.
No, this is not. This may be beyond us, but this is. If the Feywild has collapsed into the material plane, we need to know what the hell is going on.
The exacts are... I am unsure, but it must have been that foul godborn bastard or one of his fucking godborn friends. I'm done with this.
God? You don't mean the Emperor, do you?
Yes. That child playing at God King. That's the one.
Never liked that bastard.
I always knew he was an asshole, but to go that far.
We don't know if they did anything. You can suspect, but you have no proof. Acting rashly does little to aid anything other than more needless violence. And once again, speaking up, I don't know how to express this to you, but the violence has been done over and over again. You loved her, and I loved her. And they killed her.
How did they kill her?
Would that I knew. But we can't continue abiding by this. There's already been conflict for centuries. This is ridiculous. And now they've torn our home, and they've brought it to the material.
I'm a fish out of water here. I'm from the material plane. I'm just a small town guy. But an emperor of only, what, 400 years killing a fey goddess? That's ludicrous. How would he have the power to do that?
As I said, I don't know, but who else would have done it? They hate the Fae and they hate the elves. They've been making war on elves for hundreds of years, as I just stated.
We haven't been in war in a long time. I'm not aware of anything that's happened like that. I'm from Glasscore itself.
Of course you're not aware. You don't just tell the populace they're persecuting everyone.
At risk of myself, I'm part of their military, or at least their school.
So, I will say, they do have it very weird for people who use magic.
Yeah, and that's another great point, Lamb. How would they do this without magic? You would need magic to do something like this. They persecute people with magic and force them to wear letters. Well, amulets.
Continue. Talk that out. Think about that for a moment.
They're against magic. They employ those and train them in order to use it, so they do not cause a collapse like what happened.
Or perhaps they want to use them in some sort of war, as some sort of, I guess, troops.
When you
Steel
say, when
the
you
steel
say
shot
what
of
happened,
very-
what do you mean?
We're not allowed to go outside of Glasscore. It's dangerous. We will die.
No, it's a forest out there. It's like the Feywild, but less magical.
Worse than that.
No, and now it is just partially the Feywild, partially normal forests outside of your city walls.
The gods fought. It's basically Fallout out there.
Gods fought. The gods murdered.
Look, I don't prescribe to any religion whatsoever. In fact, I'm agnostic. I don't really believe.
Well,
Shit, I'm more likely to worship you or, I mean, honestly, her. No, I'll gesture back towards the sun, the Queen of the Sun Court.
well, that's very sweet of
Sorry,
you. We're not
I see.
gods, and I would not ask for your worship.
My point is, I'm from Glasscore. I'm from the military schools of Glasscore. I'm not aware of any war on elves that has happened.
Well, they certainly don't make war from your little walled city off to the south.
But someone as skilled as I am, don't you think they would have put me in that war?
Zazel, I'm going to go out on a limb here and say that perhaps you were kept in the dark. I don't think that the queens would lie about this.
I'm not insinuating that. I'm trying to figure out how this would have happened. That's all I'm trying to figure out. I'm sorry. I've been disrespectful. This is not my place.
Secrets upon secrets, my friend.
Well, it's a bit difficult to explain in full. I'm sure history's on it in the library if you'd like to know quite a bit more, but it was quite some time ago, 500-ish or so years, when your emperor, the sun god and his followers struck out and went after many of the elvish pantheon and others and killed them, fought them, pushed humanity into these ridiculous cities, and have been pursuing war on the elves ever since.
The one thing I do not know, my parents, they were elves, and they lived in the city.
Which city?
How could they have lived there if this was happening?
Not every elf is immediately hunted or anything of that nature. While it is primarily just elves fighting back because, well, their leaders and pantheons and gods were struck at first, but there's many others. Orcs, gnomes like our little Flora here, and many others. All of the folks who live to the east, they stay far over there and have been doing their best to keep the war front away from their cities. Which is why we are going to take it back. The hunt rides with you or without you, Corella.
Oh.
So you're bringing the war on the doorstep. You're putting my people at risk. They're innocent civilians in Glasscore. You can't do that, can you?
We're not here to take out innocent anyone. That's not where the war is. That's not where the monsters are.
That is where the monster's at.
What do you mean?
The Emperor was specifically about to come visit.
I shouldn't have said that.
Oh. That's frustrating.
Look, I know humans, well, used to be humans more than anyone. They're gonna put civilians in the way. They're gonna put them in the way, simply put.
Zazel just like taps you on the shoulder. Do you think that might be why they were perhaps grabbing those unlicensed people?
What do you mean? Forced conscription?
When we just looking at the others, when we were taking care of the god the other night, we saw some unlicensed magic users being arrested by Steelshod. It was weird, but didn't really think about it that much before. I wonder if they're planning to use them as like forced conscripts.
I don't know. Most of the time that I've been with, the boys that I've been with, and the girls that I've been with have all been martial fighters. Steel Shot is typically martial fighters. I don't know. I've never heard of any of them having magic, but I could be wrong with that. What I understand, wizards and sorcerers don't typically like wearing heavy armor.
There's those who are quite good at it, And there are some wizards I know of that quite excel at wielding a blade.
We've
Still not the heaviest.
I've seen all kinds riding, but up until recently, the conflict hasn't been.
Did you try assassins or anything to save my people and not put a whole war on my doorstep, basically?
Well, make a persuasion check.
I'm not great at this. So we'll see how it goes.
Disadvantage on this.
Very fair. Yes, sir, my lord. Very fair. It's bad, but it's not that bad. It's a 10.
And
It could have been a 19 if I would have rolled just the dice I wanted to roll.
It broke even.
Yeah, so it's really not that bad. It's like a desperate plea, basically.
there's potential, especially he's left that city, fortress that they call a city. It wouldn't be the first time they've sent people into it. If this Emperor really is headed to Lascor, then there's a chance that someone could go after him. But I cannot bring the hunt there. There's nowhere near there, and they're setting to ride to the front, which is where I will be going. And she is a tall winter woman with the bow, turns on a heel and as she starts walking out, she's like, "It will take weeks, Torella, for us to reach wherever the elves have been holding out, making their war. We will join them. I hope that we'll see you there, or your forces, at very least." And she just kind of stalks out.
My queen. I don't know what to properly call you. Please tell me that elves do not attack medical personnel, especially the non-magical.
It's unlikely. They're not monsters, and it sounds as if they have no intent to go anywhere near your city. I mean,
War makes monsters out of everybody.
No, I urge caution for this reason.
I need time to think. Gray, ask your questions. I'll help you wherever you need to be. And I'll go take a seat somewhere and just think.
I mean, my questions were already asked. There's a lot happening right now. I don't even know
This is a lot to take in.
how to make my way over to the Starlight Grove from here. If the Feywild has just collapsed into the material plane, that means things have just combined. So
Listen, I cannot directly locate it, but I can send out those who may be able to ask the right questions or help find where your family's grove is. And if we do, we can send word. Do you plan? Where are you going suppose.
I don't know. Don't know.
Well,
I want to check in, and you said you haven't heard anything from them, and now this, and I've been gone for 5 years, and um yeah, I've been gone for 5 years.
well, take heart that last we heard of them was about a year ago, and from what we understood, the observatory was healthy and standing, if not exceptionally frustrated at the lack of anything to observe.
But it's still a year of no contact with anybody, so I don't take that much heart. And they're usually pretty good about, well, uh answering correspondences. So forgive me if I am a little worried about my family, especially now that things seem to be a little. Yep.
I do understand, young one. Let me, I ask all of you, one, to remain here a day. We will see that you have just the most comfortable of places to stay. I believe, Marcus, you have rooms for Flora. Do you have rooms for friends? And he nods. And I will ask as to anything I can find out for you, and I will put out info wherever I can. Decide on a course of action from there. I want to help you, and I want to perhaps ask help from you, but I'm not sure where to choose or where to turn to yet either.
Okay.
Take time, rest, and if you come up with a course of action, and if I find any information, I'll let you know.
Okie dokie.
I have a realm that appears to be coming apart at the seams, and much to think about, and I ask that you give me my leave of that. As she kind of shrinks back a little bit as she sort of falls back into her chair. Sort of like visibly exhausted.
Glam looks like they're about to say something, but just stops before anything can come out of their mouth, and just is like, it, I appreciate the hospitality, my lady. We will, at the very least, I will at least look into things and see if I cannot help you think of anything. I may not have much love for for most of the people in Lascaux, but I don't want anything to happen to those I do care about.
Okay. And you, young one, maybe do you have the capacity to converse with the one that gives you what you have? That gambling fool.
Stares for a moment. I was actually hoping to find out more about him myself. I I was unaware that you would be able to tell me anything about him. Honestly, I was told not to mention his name.
He's, not welcome in these halls.
As I can tell,
One too many unsavory tricks. But
I am not surprised with this.
if
I can definitely tell he is not wanted here. I cannot feel any of my magic. I should say any of his.
Indeed. Well, should you be able to communicate with him, tell him if he has information. We may be able to negotiate for some of his debts. But I'm sorry. I need time. If I would ask that you leave me, please.
Gray is just going to do a slight bow and then is actually going to grab both Glam and Zazel by their hands to start leading them out of the room.
And Marcus leans down and kind of picks Flora up and is like, "Alrighty then. I suppose we should be going, Flora. Your room is just where we left it."
As before Gray is able to pull Glam out, I will do my absolute best to get his attention. He has quite a lot to answer for, that is for sure.
And with that, she just kind of nods. And as you guys turn to leave, she stands up and sort of walks behind the throne to somewhere. As
I cannot
Marcus
see
leads
shit.
you out the doors and they shut behind you. Well, I'm sorry, friends. I thought that we were going to go in and ask a question or two and introduce Flora to an old friend, not that.
Yeah, that was
That was a lot.
what I wanted.
Oh, absolutely. Do I feel anything, by the way? Now
You
that
can
we're
feel
out?
that things have returned, though you're not hearing any presence behind any of it at the moment.
You and I are going to have a long talk when I get the chance. Glam's just whispering at this point.
Silence.
Well, I don't know about you guys, but I think I need to lay down and I don't know.
I need a quick drink.
Yeah, one of those. That would be great. Wow.
You're
I could use a pie.
But I also need to go hit something, so.
You could just hit my face. I would like to be knocked out, actually.
How about we don't hit anyone in the face?
Now, listen, I don't think I'm gonna get any sleep unless I get unconscious.
I'm not
Okay,
gonna
well,
hit you, Gray. If I hit you too hard, you can't heal me.
okay, come with me, everyone. And he starts leading you down 2 flights of stairs, and then he's like, "All right, to the right here." And it's a room that has 7 or 8 different doors on the side, and he flicks open the first one, and it opens to just like a little grotto with a soft pond to the side, and just like a dimly lit with just a few lanterns along a little pathway leading up to just a cozy little foresty hut. He's like, home is right through those doors. I have a sparring place where you can hit something if you so desire, Zazel. And I believe my dear brother keeps plenty of good wines if you should want to drink.
Perfect.
Oh, I shared a picture. Hold on.
I want
Picky,
I
but
want a pie, and then I wish to look into the library.
Yeah, I can put the
There's-
picture up to you if you want to put it up. I know you've got it on your computer somewhere too.
I got it.
Okay.
Oh, so pretty.
Ooh,
Love it.
that I have a lot to look into now.
But with that, he leads you in through the front entryway, and we'll get to what's in there next time because it's 12:30.
Ah,
Yeah.
ah,
Yeah.
good, yeah.
so much lore.
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 We got our lore and our combat. We can have
Num
our
num num. Are you full from all that lore that you just received? Num num num.
Oh god.
And Gray
Fed
is just
well.
Brain is full
have-
and Hazel is broken. That's what we like.
Gray is
Oh.
having a panic attack.
Good
Good night.
Good night, everybody.
Bye.